All right. Thank you. Good job. Can I have high five? Can I have high five? Hello, hello. So we got Jennifer. Okay, we got Jennifer. 10 p.m. This starts. Business hours, Amy. Business hours. Let me tell you, it's always been Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hello, Paul Case. How are you? Troy Sutton. Hello, hello. Then we got Jan. Hold on. Is it Tuesday already? Yes, it's Tuesday already, right? Tuesday already? Man. And then Jan saying hi to everybody. Paul is saying hi to Jan and Troy. On the box of wine, and the days will make more sense. And then we have Prairie Living Twins. Hi, how are you? And then we have, let's see, Teresa Jukewitz. TJ, hello. Then we have Xander. Hello, hello. And then joining you all tonight, thank you. We just saw you, or I just saw you on Resourceful Living Homestead. That's awesome. They're a great couple. We met them at BandFest. There's our family pictures without us in them. Old Pecan Homestead. Hello, Dakota and Shayla. Hey, we're about to leave practice, so we will be listening. Okay, that's awesome. Robert. Hello, Robert. Then we got Walt Life. Hello, hello. And then we have Sean. Let's trade paint. Hello, hello. It's getting dark so early. I hate it. The moon is beautiful, though. I know it is getting dark. Like even in the morning, like it takes longer for the sun to come up, and I'm like, I need a flashlight now. Yeah, I'm telling Big Red, I'm like, I know, buddy, it's dark, but good morning. So, yeah. There's Bill and Mickey. Hello, hello. Oh, love the intro. Yes, thank you. Jan, well, I saw the favorite Leonard in one pic, and it wasn't me. Oh, that's funny. They're saying hi to Jan. There's my family. Hello, Jovita. How are you? Then we got Beth.
Shh. To 8 o'clock on the
listen
because everybody's in here before.
I know. Everybody's in here before I am.
Beat to your own line.
It's all right. Hi, Beth. Paul Case says, sup. Hello, Grumpy. Hi. Look, it's Lauren and Joel making it home. And then got work to do till dark. Well, yep. And Troy Sutton. Yep, there's Faith. Brother Troy. Brother Troy. Hi, Mountain Grandma. I just saw you in the other live. What? Oh, Grumpy. Hi. I hear her yelling. Yeah. Exactly. And we tell her.
3 months.
Yep. 3 months. I told her 3 months. 3 months since she put out a video. Come on now, you're gonna start losing subscribers because I'm gonna get tired of you waiting for you to put out content. She's like, no. Yes. Hi, Trey. I know. Now I'm yelling. Listen, right. I'm yelling. I'm gonna start sounding like Faith.
Right.
Yes, it's Tuesday already, and it's already been one heck of a week. Where's the hard? Right? Hope you're feeling better. Yep. Everybody's dropping some links. Thank you to my moderators. You are awesome. Hello, everyone. Hi, Eric. Jumping in and saying, hey, 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 everyone. There you go. He's made his little hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Xander. No, it's Xander. Like that. I mean, it's catchy. It's not Xander, it's Xander. Yep. Got that X in there. And then howdy, Lauren at Making It Home. I see a sublimation ad with Xander's name all over it. I was going to screenshot it, but refresh the page. Thank you. I'm starting to feel normal again. What is normal, Jan? What is normal? Large family homestead. Hey, just popping in and say hi. Sorry I can't stay. My phone is just about dead. Well,
You must have one of those faith phones.
yeah, you might have a faith phone, right? Let's see. Paul, how long is this going to be?
We don't even know.
Peter! Hello, Peter. Let's see. Yep, Brooke is the one that is large family homestead. Brooke. We get to meet them at the Oklahoma rendezvous.
Yeah.
Yup. That's right. Kelly. I probably already said hi, but whatever. Hello, Kelly. I'm a little afraid of long-term commitments. Listen, I challenged Trey because he was making fun of me and saying, hey, look, Rainy Ridge went 4 hours and something minutes the other day. I was like, I'll gladly take trophy to him and say, hey, you can have it. You can have it. I'll hand it off. I'll hand the long life. Then I told him if he kept it up, I was going to stay 6 hours just for him.
He works nights.
I'm just kidding. Ain't going 6 hours.
Gonna be up all night anyway.
No, ain't happening. I'll be here for the full 4 hours tonight. Peter. Oh, let's see. Everybody saying hi to each other. Tina, hello. Let's see. That's funny. They are watching us. It was weird. Hey, to all of you wonderful people. We love seeing all of you with amazing hosts, Leonard Mountain Homestead. Oh, thank you. They're saying Angelica and Stephen. Hello, Angelica and Stephen. I probably said their channel name and then didn't realize that it's Angelica and Stephen. So, yeah.
So who is it?
What's the channel name?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Trey is saying hi to everybody. Jennifer doesn't push in the lake because she's nice and should be the favorite, even though we all know it's Jan. Hello, Gail Southern Living. Hello. We all know that's Gail. Gail.
Yeah.
That's Gail. Yeah. I'm not sure what normal is, but it's my normal, LOL. See, there's not really a normal, is there? I mean, I don't know.
Well, there probably is.
Is there? You think?
Maybe.
Who knows? We're going for a record tonight, Paul Case Farms. Since when was Monday the day the family gets 2 phone calls saying family emergency? One having to send a sister and her husband off on the next flight out to Colorado to see his father. The other, Alexander. Yeah, normal or normal is feeling like you used to feel before you wasn't feeling like you were feeling now and just before now. Claire? Totally. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it just because you explained it like that, Paul. I still haven't rewound or rewatched Rainy because Paul Case, he gave his number. I told him I was going to be one of those creepers. I was going to message him and say, hey, what's up, man? He said he's not scared. He's not. Showing some love. Be sure to hit the thumb. That's right. That's right. For my little cousin and her new hubby getting the C and not being able to take care of their own dogs. Aw, that's not good. Paul, LOL. Oh, am I at the bottom already? No. Oh, man. I thought I was. Okay, I better not scroll too fast. LOL, it was 4.5. It was crazy. Y'all, I fell asleep on the live too. Woke up and it was still on. Dale! Hello, all. Just sit down to eat. So we'll not be tagging back till done. That's all right. Hey, I forgot to call you just a while ago. I was going to say, Dale, could you jump on here when I share the link and do like a little bit of a learning process so people can learn how to do the whole, what do you call that? The co-streaming again, because you're a good teacher. Yeah, you're a good teacher. There's enough trophies for everyone, Jovita says. Yeah, I was on the rainy 1 hour live that went 4 hours, right? I got scared, LOL, but I'm off. Oh, I ain't scared, LOL, but I'm off right now. He's off right now, so he could go more than 6 hours. This is not going to be a 6 hour live. I was lying. I was lying, right? I never know. Let's see. So yeah, I'm tired of lack of sleep from dogs being more fussy than 2-month-old triplets. Oof, man. Paul Case Farms, not now. That's a tongue twister. Saying that, try saying that 5 times. Sounds like we just all need to get together and do an 8-hour lives. Go big or go home. LOL. Right, Eric? That'd be fun.
Well, we're gonna have to start it earlier than.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start earlier than 8 p.m. Yeah, I clear my schedule after 8 on Tuesdays. It's gonna be at least 3 hours. Oh, Jen cleared her schedule for me and you. Yeah, stuffs Jennifer into a pillowcase and uses her as a pillow instead. Everybody's saying hello to Dale. Hold on.
For what?
That's right. Well, I don't know. Paul's saying hold on, so I have to say hold on. Oh, I do. Resourceful Living Homestead. Hello, Brian and Kathy. I'm trying to get back on from my laptop. Okay. Sounds good. Got to jump off to charge my phone for my art I'm working on already 2 days behind. Check in 6 hours. LOL. Robert. Paul, I hope you took a nap today. Right? Beyond Babylon.
No,
Babylon?
it's Babylon.
Is it Babylon?
Read the Bible.
Shh. Shh.
Just saying.
Hello. Sherry Udale. Hello. He said, call me up. He ain't scared. Make sure it's a clean pillowcase and has sparkles and jewels on it. There you go.
She's one of them girls that had like a bedazzled denim jacket in high school, ain't she?
I think so. She had a bedazzler. Do you have a bedazzler? Huh?
Probably not no more.
Josh! Sherman Family Farm! Hello, Josh. A little excited there, ain't we? Hello. Hello, Josh. No jewels. Most likely sparkles. Little one's been using them to cover the floor while doing crafts, and sparkles don't come off in the wash well. No, they don't. They stay everywhere. I agree. But I still want to know if Jennifer has a bedazzler. I bet she does. Do you know what a bedazzler is? Yeah, I know. Hold on, I'm trying. Waves like a crazy person as he uses Jennifer as a pillow. 8 hours. No, Trey. No. Let's see. Are y'all coming to the Ozark YouTube meetup in June? We did hear that Jan said that she would be super, super sad and start crying if we didn't go. Yeah. because she said she loves our family. Start at noon PST. Okay. LOL. In all fairness, we hadn't done a live in almost a month. We were making up for the lost fight. See, there you go. You were making up. Yep, there you go. Tony! Let's go racing, right? Not sure, y'all. I don't know. War. We'll say it like that. Yeah. I'm just reading what I read. Okay. I should watch a 3-hour live.
Would.
Oh, I would watch a 3-hour live. You would watch a 3-hour live? Toe again. Well, I stubbed my toe months back and it still hurts. So okay. There you go. And my finger got yeah, it's my finger now. So I have something else besides stubbed toe. Yep, that's right. That's right. Let's see. Not sure you'll want Dale on tonight. He had a procedure today and is under anesthesia. Was under yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He did. Mm-hmm. So tonight may not be a good night.
I'd like to see Dale on some laughing gas. That'd be hilarious.
He says he wants to see Dale.
Dale just halfway out of it. Yes, please.
4 p.m. live is much better for me. Well, he's not home yet. Yeah, he's not home yet. He's been quite grumpy. We already had Grumpy back here. We can't have another Grumpy. Paul, I ain't got your number. Go rewatch Rainy Ridge's live. Yeah, there you go. We already watched their live. But go watch their live, the 4-hour one. Paul Case was on there. Simply Jan Homestead. Hint, hint.
I'm already tired.
There you go. I wish I had one. Always wanted it. But it's not for poor people. I'm going to have to find you one. The Dazzler. Prairie Living Twins. Just sub to you and can't wait to watch some of your vids. Aw. I'm not going to incriminate myself by talking about my nap. Let's see. Dale, go to sleep. That's what Jan said. Hold on. This the bottom, right? I'm not there yet. That was at 8:14. We're at 8:17 right now. Oh, see? Said meetups here. There you go. Let's see. I will cry so hard if you don't show up. See, Jan said she'll cry. We can't make Jan cry.
Actually, it would be pretty easy. You just don't show up. She said she'll cry if you don't show up. So if you want to,
that'd be mean. Toes again or little smokies? No, my stubbed toe. Dell is loopy. LOL. Yep. Little smokies. LOL. Marissa's not on right now. Yeah. Janae. Hello, Janae. Yeah, I did. But I'm saying I gotta freaking be excited for everybody. I agree, Chris. I want to see that also. I was there but didn't see it. He said it. You can have one grumpy and one dopey Nana. Dell gets to be dopey. LOL. There you go. 4-hour. I can't do that. Can't stay. Neil has to get up early. Okay. There's always replay. Jen was on it too. LOL. Yeah. Well, I guess she didn't listen to Paul Case. Can't be scared. Chris, take over the chat.
Nobody wants that.
She made it a little smoky. I'll make a video of me crying. LOL. Why does it hurt worse when you stub your toe on the dresser corner in the dark? Yes, Tina, I was on your live. Amy, you would be blinded by everything if you found me one. You would think you made the wrong turn and end up in heaven. It would be all bright. We did a 16-hour live for the fundraiser, folks. We can do an 8-hour. No. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Yes, it was great to get hugs from everybody at the race. That was pretty awesome. I have not been on anyone's lately. I need to do better. LOL. Hey, you got reasons and it's okay. Everybody has a life, Josh. You're here now. So that's good. You know? Replay if I can't watch 4 hour. I don't have time to watch replay. LOL. If Jennifer went missing after she got the blinger thingy, we just have to tell the cops she's been bedazzled. Look for the bling. Yep, that's right. Mm-hmm. Probably because you hit it harder in the dark when you can't see what you're running into. That does hurt, and it makes you want to say a few words. That is absolutely right. It's all good, Josh.
Adult words.
Oh, look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Boom. Did it go in?
Yeah.
It sure did. Oh, he took it from me. Bottom, you made it. That's right. What are you going to?
I'm just clicking stuff.
Don't delete no comments.
I'm going to do what I want.
Josh, how is the pig doing? Look, you're missing some chat.
I'm really not.
Look, right there. I already did it.
What did you do?
I did it already.
Okay.
Give me back my clicker. Hold on, Amy. You're at the bottom of the chat. Well, look at this. Hello, hello. Are y'all ready for the marathon?
What's up, Mom?
This guy right here at the bottom, he's gonna try and make it like 16-hour live. I'm just saying. No, this is the bottom. How are you guys doing?
How about you?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Look, it's our grandbaby. Hi, Roger, Base Camp Unbounded. Shh. Hi, Thunderstick Homes Unhinged. Delete my comment. LOL. Bowen.
Hey Trey, you're never going to guess what I did today.
Hi,
What'd you do today, Mr. Paul?
Well, I was at a certain place, an establishment not all that far from me, that gave me this piece of paper.
Yeah,
And we done really good. The calves was heavier than I thought, but what I found most cool was I didn't pay anywhere near as much to get my cattle sold as you did.
Yeah.
On 8 head, the total charge was $169 to sell.
And I paid 50 something for one.
Yeah. And now there's another local to me stockyards that you can sell cattle at, and they charge commission on like breeding age stock cows and bulls by percentage, and it gets pretty expensive to do that. But yeah, these guys was plenty reasonable. 8 head for that is $20. I mean, 30 years ago, they was still charging like $13 a head on calves. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I knew that it done got higher, and it's just been steadily going up here. And I knew that I said, man, if they done that on us, they probably sold, I don't know, probably 1,500 head up there the other day.
Yeah.
And it was somewhat a lot higher than what I did. And you think, I mean, that's a
where I sold mine at, though, they didn't have that guy doing that cool operating them valves from a seat in the stands. He was actually working the ring. So, you know.
Well, that's what Dad's talking about. He's got a bunch he's fixing to sell. He's talking about taking them up to Arkansas because we're not that far from Arkansas.
Yeah.
So, but it'd be worth a try anyway.
Yep. You just never know.
Nope.
Is it all right, Amy, if we co-stream this?
Yep, sure is.
I mean, man, you just come on and kind of took it over, Paul. I guess we need to shut up and let Amy talk a little bit.
I told you Trey's gonna be like, okay, y'all, I'm taking over. Yep. Joe
What's
says,
up, Tony?
hi, Tony.
You know what I was thinking about a while ago when you said let's go racing?
What's that?
Cars, the movie,
Oh yeah.
Boogity Boogity Boogity. I used to
Yeah.
watch that when he was like the real guy that actually said that on the actual NASCAR races, and then they made fun of him on cars. Me and my dad used to watch NASCAR all the time.
Yeah. That's my deal. You're talking about that's Darrell Waltrip, boogity boogity boogity.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's go racing, boys.
Hey Jan.
Have you guys ever been through Galena, Kansas, and seen the cars they've got painted up like the characters on Cars?
No.
Mhm.
They've got just about all of them there in Galena, Kansas, on their main street. It's pretty cool.
Well. Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing better than I deserve by a long shot. You know, I
Hey,
I
Joe.
I only lost a thumb whenever I got in an accident, and I could have lost my whole arm. I just did pretty good.
Sad.
Look, it's Joe fixed it for you. Hello,
Yeah.
Joe.
Hey Joe. Seen him coming in.
How's Tony tonight?
Man, I'm whooped. I am tired. I told Angie I'm exhausted. I've got a lot of huge projects I'm messing with on the property,
Hi,
and I just came in a short time ago, just before it got dark. I'm wiped out.
You know that traveling does that to me. If I take off and was to go to the speedway like y'all went and spend
Yeah.
the day doing that, that ain't no kind of relaxation for me. It's good, don't get me wrong, but my wife would help me out with driving on something like that by sleeping until I stopped.
Yeah.
And,
It was on the way home. It was a little bit longer because the on ramp to I-35 from where the track was closed for construction. So we had to go. It rerouted us like an extra 30 minutes. So it's like a 2.5 hour drive. And then we had all day Sunday and to relax, and then Monday. But I just spent the last 2 days really getting after it. I'm wiped out. 10 hours or 12 hours, whatever it is out there. I'm tired.
yeah.
I've been driving
Josh
since
says he's
9
been driving since 9 a.m. this morning.
Josh, I miss your shorts you're doing, bub.
Yeah.
Don't see him. Where are you at tonight?
Hi, Jessica.
She's in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
So we're making homemade ice cream right now. So
Wow.
I'll have ice cream here in a minute.
You got any extra?
Yeah, sure. Come on.
All right.
We're on our way.
Right.
I went to Florida here. It's been about 2 weeks ago now. And I used to eat down there. They have Carvel ice cream and love Carvel ice cream. And when I was down there, I am 4.5 hours away from Miami, Florida. Josh, wow. You're not too far from where I was at, kind of, sort of. That was about a 3-hour drive. Yeah, I kind of had Carvel ice cream a couple of days. I missed that stuff.
Bowen said, did someone say shorts?
All right, Jan.
Hey,
You've been
Bowen.
driving for so long, you see the black dog.
That was a decent movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about a black dog, but I was seeing the inside of my eyelids more than I was what I was supposed to be looking for. We used to travel to Ardmore. My wife's dad and his wife lived at Ardmore, and we try to go down there for Thanksgiving and spend the Thanksgiving weekend with them. And that put us to coming back on Saturday night or Sunday night. And they'd always want to hang around and chit chat, and leaving was really hard. And I'd be on the road till midnight.
Right.
And my eyes would go to hurting. It was wonderful. It was a great way to finish the holiday weekend. Watch or listen to some Bedlam football on the radio and feel like I had sand in my eyes. It was lovely. If you haven't ever done that, you should do that sometime. Just pick a destination 5 or 6 hours away from home and drive there after you've been up all day. It's fun, ain't it, Chris? I see the look.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got a 5-hour run here to Pinecone Fest in about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd never make it as a truck driver.
I actually did better when I was driving trucks because when I drive now, I get irritated because I have somewhere to be. Like I'm driving to work, so I need to get there at a certain time. When you're driving professionally, yes, you need to get there at a certain time, but you give yourself a bigger window. Like right now, I have to be at work at 8 in the morning, so I leave here in time to So a slowdown or a stupid driver affect me more because my window is smaller. When you're driving professionally, you have it's different. There's a bigger window. So road rage, my road rage was better then than it is now. I get irritated with stupid drivers now, but when I was driving, I didn't as much. It was weird. It was backwards from what you would think. You would think that if I was on the road more, my road rage would be worse, and it wasn't. I was more relaxed driving then than I am now.
Everybody say hi to Marissa. Marissa
Yep.
plus one.
Marissa.
When is there going to be a +2?
Oh no. Okay, listen, I got 2 guys here that have cattle. Did y'all see the she said smoky toes in the house. Oh, wow. Okay.
Moving on.
Okay, y'all saw the thumbnail, right? We're supposed to circle back to the rancher and farmer. Okay, so I was talking to Mickey from Celebrating Farm Life earlier, and I was telling her, I was like, my daddy grew up, I grew up, and my daddy was a farmer. Okay, so that meant tractor work. That meant, ranchers have tractors too, but there was cotton fields. There was all kinds of weeding and stuff.
All that.
My daddy was a farmer growing up, okay? And so I knew, so for example, Bar 7 Ranch, they have ranch in their names because they have cattle.
They're a ranch.
What is the difference, guys? Because there's some channels that have, like Johnny, he's Gillum Farms.
But he has
cattle. So what's the difference, guys? Because we don't know.
Well, you put it out there in your description, your deal. If you grow crops, it's a farmer.
Yeah.
If you have animals, it's a ranch. That's what you said in your title you had.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the weird part is,
that's what we're circled back for, Trey.
If you look at the thumbnail and you read it, then Johnny cares about the fields and feed over the winter and all that stuff, but he calls his a farm.
We say we've got a farm. We don't call ourselves a ranch.
I thought yours was a life.
Well, it is, but I'm just saying we call ourselves having a farm.
So you're different from a farmer. You had a life. I've never heard it called a chicken ranch if somebody's raising chickens.
I know, that's the thing. As they said last week, was what, chicken farm or pig farm.
Yeah, I don't get it. If you care about feed over the winter, it should be a ranch. And then we have a pig ranch, in my opinion, but then everybody always calls it, a pig farmer.
Hog farm. Yep.
So it's kind of weird.
If you look at
you go back. Dale.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying Dale. He's in here.
If you go back and look at that thumbnail, though, it says that farmers count things in bushels and bales. Well, that really crosses over because my part of farming is raising enough feed for my animals through the winter, and that's counted in bales. And it is a lot of tractor work. About all the tractor. Actually, you could tell when Johnny came and looked at my tractors with me, my baler tractor hadn't even been off the baler, and over the winter, I just parked the whole thing in the barn.
Parked it all.
And
We do the same thing with our baling tractor. It pretty much, that's all it is a baling tractor.
Yeah, I'd really like to use it for something else, but I completely quit doing anything else.
All it says here, it says the main difference between a farm and a ranch is their primary focus. Farms are used to grow crops, while ranches are used to raise livestock. But what if you grow grass to do hay and you got cows? I mean, are you
Well, see, I don't think you would count grass as a crop because
No.
unless you're going to sell hay to other ranchers, then it is a crop because you're selling it. So that's where it gets fuzzy.
I spent a lot of my earlier years doing just that. My dad never looked for employment after B.F. Goodrich quit in Miami at 1985, and we baled custom hay for other people. And
Right.
we had old equipment compared to today's standards, but we had such a clientele and always people wanting us to come bale their hay. And I don't know if it was because Dad was cheap or just because he did do a very good job. He kept his equipment up and that kind of thing. But I spent my whole summers doing that, and I went off the deep end with it for a long time. I had bought myself a square baler and was selling square bales through a local feed store and supplying them with somewhere in the neighborhood of 20,000 square bales a winter. And I had barns rented all over. We didn't have any of this newer handling equipment. We had a drag sled and we bunched them up in the field in bunches of about 10 and picked them up, put them on a trailer, and then put them in a barn by hand. And I spent all winter doing that. The worst part of that wasn't the work in the summer. The worst part of it was the work in the winter, because on days when you didn't even want to have to drive down the road, that feed store would want 400 square bales in a day. And a lot of the time I couldn't even get on the road to get over there. And they'd be called.
We don't sell much square hay. We'll sell a little bit like this time where I fertilized this up here. We cut it. I've got 2 guys that wants to buy some out the field. And that's it. They're going to come pick it up right behind the baler. And then we're going to put everything else in the shed. But we're through round baling for us. We've got our neighbor right up here. He had an accident here about a few months ago, and he's paralyzed now. So we're cutting his hay for him, and he wants to cut his one more time. So he's got 4 fields. We started cutting last night. We thought the rain was gone. We cut until probably about an hour after dark. Come home. I didn't no more get walked in the house and sit down, and the bottom fell out. We got 7 tenths overnight.
Oh, you poor thing.
So we didn't even get to rain. We didn't get to cut today. We'll go back to cut tomorrow, but I don't have but one more day off, and I go back to work Thursday.
I don't even have enough hay to mow down. I could spend all the money I have to pour concrete somewhere, and I couldn't get rain. Well, the way it is right now. Oh,
Y'all didn't catch nothing off the hurricane that spun up through there? Any rain? Nothing?
No, not right here.
Really? None of y'all. Which we didn't get a lot. It kept, which I guess from where y'all are straight up above us pretty much, and it kept going more and more east. So yeah, I guess it would have just missed y'all, wouldn't it?
We made a pretty decent.
Over here was like down in the southeast corner of Oklahoma. It just barely, as it was curling around, it just
coming back.
It clipped like the furthest southeast county in Oklahoma, and it barely clipped them.
See, they had us predicted to be, I think it was 5 to 7 inches originally, and then as it just kept going more and more east as it would come, and I think we ended up getting, I think it was 2 inches out of it.
That's the way it is here at my place. The places we've been loading logs on the edge of the woods, when we drive through them with a skid loader about 4 or 5 times, it's just 6 inches deep of powder. You was talking about baling hay. Well, we quit after first cutting, and I asked the boys if I could please put the mowers away. And this was the picture I took right after they told me it was okay to put the mowers away. Can you see how happy them guys look? Well, they look pretty tired and sweaty and everything, but They're like, yeah, you're gonna hook them mowers. We don't care.
No,
Mhm.
you about kicked him out.
I know.
Rude.
I know.
Yeah.
Sore and loopy. He's sore and loopy.
Oh, we had a rabbit ran.
Rabbit ran. I never heard it called that.
A rabbit ran.
Rabbit
Me
ranch.
neither.
A rabbit ranch.
A rabbit ranch.
There's some of them around me here too. They build buildings that look kind of like chicken houses, except they're shorter, and they call them rabbit farms. Got chicken farm same way, or turkey farm. Just I don't know. I think it's whatever has a good ring to it.
Hey, there's Brian and Kathy.
It has a good ring
there's
to it.
Brian and Kathy.
Hey, hey, Brian and Kathy.
She must be
Hey,
muted.
everybody.
I think you're muted.
There
Yeah, I
we go.
can't. Unmute.
My computer decided to do an update.
Oh no!
Right.
All time.
Look, there's Gillum Farm Ranch.
Hey, John.
Hey, hey,
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey! There's the racer right there.
Oh,
Brand
Paul
new
Smith's
day.
repping.
Brand new day. Hey, hey, hey!
How you doing, Johnny?
That was
Hey.
a lot of fun.
Get out
How
of
you
there.
feeling, Johnny?
Hey guys,
Than that.
we made it.
Yay!
Hey, Janae.
Hey, hey. Hey, Brian and Kathy. Hey to everybody.
Dale.
Just
funny.
damn.
Might not have been what we were talking.
Yeah,
There.
Dale, you ain't right.
Lisa, Nana Lisa
He's
didn't
loopy.
see that.
Yeah, he is loopy. She warned us. He is loopy.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
Let's see. Yeah, so
We had
Uh-oh.
we had a blast. We're just waiting for Johnny's video. Has it come out yet? Oh,
Mike-
look, I just asked and he just said my video isn't out yet.
How do you know?
From where he was talking, he had about 5 cameras going, didn't he? I think he's trying to work out all the
Yeah,
angles.
he had a couple GoPros.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for inside the car,
Yeah.
like Jennifer, because I want to see, like, boom, you know? That's just,
I think the one on top of the car will be pretty.
yeah, the
Pretty-
one on top of the car would
that'd
be
be
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool, too.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying the editing I'm doing with the videos, reliving it again, rewatching it. It's been pretty good.
Yeah,
Yes.
My last one will go out tomorrow.
we got to get some GoPros.
They said
So
saw
we can-
Tony's. We have one out too.
I think it'd be pretty cool to put one on the hood facing Johnny, like through the windshield, like looking at him. That'd be kind of cool too, I guess.
Wonder if he ever got a big smile on his face, you know?
Well, you
Yeah.
got the helmet on, so you can't see it. So
Yeah.
3 GoPros, 2 cell phones, and a drone.
Yeah.
There you go.
Johnny, did you fly a drone?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
all sitting there, and yeah,
he sat there at the pits and flew it all the way down by the car show and across the track and came back. It was neat.
Where was I at? Huh, okay.
where was he
I
at?
think it's when him and Angie were still up there at the stands.
That's probably where it
I think
was.
they were.
Yep. Yeah, because we were back at the car and we are just sitting next to the thing,
So,
just chilling, and he pulled out the thing.
That's the best sleep, Bill.
Yep, that's right.
it's good stuff.
It was good
Good
stuff.
I put
Okay,
the car
so
video-
Brian and Kathy, are you here to figure out how to do the stream, co-stream?
I'm working on it now.
Okay.
I am too, Amy. I'm working on mine. I just trying to get up to the. I have everyone up here as best as I can. I'm just learning how to do it all. Dale, I wish Dale was up here, but he's eating, I guess.
When I did it the other
Janae
night,
is already
It shows
co-streaming.
Janae's on there.
Everybody's
already.
up here, right? Okay.
Mine had it.
Yeah.
All I had to do was click on my laptop. All I had to do was click in the top right-hand corner.
Yep.
It said co-stream, and then you had to. It came up and let you select, and it had your. Mine's just a circle with a P on it, but it had your icon there, and when you selected that, it put you in, and the chat is actually playing the same on the edge of my screen as it is on my phone.
I still needed to set up mods and didn't do that. No.
Yeah, I haven't never set up any mods yet either. I know Dale's going to school me on that one of these days.
Yeah, I'm setting up mods. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get older before he does that. Could be.
Yeah, it was a lot of walking.
Yeah, it was a lot of walking. And I did get to race Johnny.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did. You
I did.
You raced a race car driver
Yeah, I did.
and lost.
And lost, of course.
hey, you didn't answer me. And if you did, I didn't see it. What was that little truck? Was that like a little pit bike something that they had? They
It
could
was
ride
like a
on?
little go-kart. They'd put like a 50-something Chevy truck, like a little mini truck over the top of like a little go-kart. They're like a
Okay,
little
I couldn't see it close
50
enough to tell
cc.
exactly.
four-wheeler kind of things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was neat. It's better than walking, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And it looked cooler than crap. Like this little tiny
Hey, Dale.
3 foot long.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Amazing. We need to get a golf cart just for that right there. Load that baby back of the truck, and here we go. We're on it.
Yeah, Tina had a secret admirer that wasn't so secret. We wish he would have went away, but he was kind of like a bad penny, wouldn't you say, Trey? He was a bad penny. He just kept coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That was a wild situation there.
They'd delete him and he'd make another channel and show up.
Hi,
You
Annie.
guys see me?
Oh, he's going to tell ghost stories. Come on.
No.
Jack.
Hey, Paul, how are you? I'm outside. Hi, Tony. Hi,
Hey.
Janae.
Hey.
We're outside just finishing up chores.
Hey, Jack.
Are you that close to the moon, Jack? Oh, it's a flashlight.
Yeah, that's a flashlight.
He's going to read ghost stories.
The moon's big and pretty tonight, though.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
We know who that was. He has to be blocked.
Who said that?
Jan.
Dan. She's trying to
Oh,
hit
look out, Jan.
Look
There's
out
the
now,
moon.
Jan.
Can y'all see the moon?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jack is beautiful. Thank you.
It is pretty. What are we doing here? We learning how to multi-stream?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, co-stream.
Yeah.
Because I was
So
doing
listen
chores
up,
with
Jack.
y'all.
They're going to tell you how to do it.
Yeehaw.
Okay,
All right.
I'm on my phone. Can I do it on my phone?
I did
Yes.
the other day, yeah.
What do I got to do?
Can my mods drop links?
By the way,
Hey,
Janae,
Dale.
you are co-streaming, Janae. I don't know.
Yeah.
You said you
Yeah,
wish
are
Dale
you
was in there. Dina
co-streaming?
was on you. I don't know. I see
I seen
comment.
y'all in there. Yeah, okay. That was Dina in there. Okay.
Yeah, Dina was in there.
All
She's
right.
like,
I
Okay.
want her
She's
to
like-
type something so I can make her a mod. Can
Well,
Dina type something?
I don't think she's back on you. She said, I see only 3 people. And I said, I show 39. And that's when she realized she was on you, Janae.
I'll go back.
She's going back and going to type.
All right.
Okay.
We'll
Paul?
get it.
Can
y'all share
Go
my
ahead
link so
and
they
tell-
can come over here?
Amy, don't
Hold
point
on,
that
Janae.
finger at me. It's got a nail in it.
Hold on.
Hold
on. Listen. We got Paul Case going to tell Jack how to do it on his phone.
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, fine, Trey, you tell him how to do it.
Look at Paul, so
Oh, I
cute.
ain't done it on the phone.
Yeah, I did it on my laptop.
Do you
Get
show
her
us how
done.
to
You did it on your
I
phone the
did
other
it. I
day.
did it on
How
the
did you do it?
I don't remember.
Is there a blue button in your on your phone screen?
3 dots. I
There
think.
is a blue button says you're in the show.
Okay, maybe click on it. Well, if it's saying you're in the show, that ought to mean that you're on.
That just
Yeah,
means
I'm
you're
on with
on
you
Yeah,
guys.
that means you're on. But that
Got a little more
I
light
don't know
now.
then because there should be another blue button that where you can
Let me
click
turn
on
it.
it and then you can click like your icon. It's what
Says
I had to
open.
do.
Move, edit audio, stop mic. No, we don't want to do that. Open. What's open?
Oh,
No, push the wrong
just
button.
blacked out. Push the other button. Do something different.
Yes, we got the dogs right behind me every night.
Come back, Jack.
Jack.
We lost you, buddy.
Oh,
All right, don't put me on here.
I don't know if any of y'all
that's Paul
watch.
Case
Okay.
up on the screen.
He
Jack.
gets up early and
Oh, Jack is gone. Oh wait, hold on.
No,
Hold on.
Hold
Hold
on.
Jack, Chris is gonna tell you how to do it.
okay.
I'm doing it.
Okay, ready, Jack?
What is he?
I'm doing
Oh,
it.
are you?
Yeah.
No.
Somebody
Hey,
somebody
Diana.
confirm that.
okay, I'll go look.
It doesn't show us that you're co-streaming.
Don't find Jack Dyer.
Well, I went through. It's Dyer Family Farm.
Yep.
I went through StreamYard.
Did you
We-
go through press
you're-
click on StreamYard from Amy's channel?
Yeah, while I was in there, I hit StreamYard.
All right.
When you
Yeah.
hit the link that she has pinned at the top, you hit StreamYard. It brings up StreamYard. You hit Enter Studio.
Yep.
And it says you're backstage. There should be a little button down there. I don't know where it says more.
Yes, I don't see somebody talking.
Yeah, there's a more.
If you
Uh,
hit
good night.
more,
She made me a mod.
it says stream this to your audience.
No. Hang on.
Not on your phone.
Hang on.
If
There's
there's a
no
more,
this time.
hit more, and
Chat,
then it should say
stage.
stream this to your audience.
Comments,
Is
chat.
it down there in the bottom?
Well, I hit those 3 buttons and it gives me edit name, headline, edit audio, audio.
Can you scroll up?
Yeah, no. I had more till I went through StreamYard. Now I don't have more.
Ain't got no more.
I ain't got no more.
Ain't got no more.
Ain't got no more.
Hang on, no more.
Take a photo, upload background. Have a green screen. Ooh, I don't even know where I is.
Hopefully you get the
Craig is cracking up.
Right down there.
Yeah.
He's right.
Right
That's,
down there.
that's where I'm at, ain't it,
Hi,
Paul?
Art Snowman.
Hi, Art. Yeah, there's no more. It doesn't matter which orientation I do. Chat, join the chat. Chat with everyone. Yeah, I don't see a. I got an X, a red X. I figure I better not hit that one.
Mm-mm.
That's the leave one.
That's the Leave Studio.
That's the Leave
Then
Studio.
you'll be backstage, which
No,
is where I'm at. I'm backstage.
The only thing I wish this would do would be able to let everybody's comments come in.
Hi, Crystal.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
I have to be the one to. Well, yeah. Don't hit the X.
See, somebody
Don't
just
hit
said,
the
"Hey,
X.
Crystal." So who's seen Crystal?
I did in the chat.
Okay, and see, so she's in on mine.
Crystal says,
Joe.
"Hey, y'all, at 8:53 p.m."
Yeah.
On screen, Brian
I
and
guess she
Kelly.
went in unless,
Hey, I'm sorry.
unless she went in through us, unless she went in through y'all somehow.
So we have up on screen, that's Amy and Chris, Leonard Mountain Homestead. We have Paul from Paul Case Farms. We have Trey and Jess from Our Louisiana Life. We have Brian and Kathy from Resourceful Living Homestead. And we have Joyful Jenny, and we have Tony and Angie from Our Cabin in the Woods. And right down underneath me right here, that is Jack Dyer from Dyer Family Farms. And next to him is Deanna.
So Crystal says Dina is in her pajamas. She's not coming on screen. She likes to do her chores in her pajamas.
I didn't.
Crystal said, "Hey, look, Crystal said she's hiding in the bushes over there."
I don't think Jenny done herself justice on that introduction because
No.
that's
Aw.
right there in the middle of the screen might be the most positive person you'll ever meet.
So nice.
Ain't
Aw.
I guarantee you.
He said
Mr.
Jenny.
Paul.
Is
Hi,
it
Val.
Janae or Jenny?
You can say it any way y'all want it.
Yeah, but the way
Okay.
you said it is the way we want to.
Well,
Is it all right if I say it like
yes.
this? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, y'all so
Oh,
sweet.
I knew
Thank you
there's a
so
reason
much,
I like
Paul.
you. I still got my Paul Case ink pen.
Hey, Angie.
Here's my loving wife.
Yeah.
It's a lot of y'all tonight, Crystal said.
I found
Somebody said, hey, the crazy
There's Paul
We-
Case ink
We
pen.
all
who
keep
is
watch
that
hours,
now?
Crystal.
I keep it in the pickup, Paul, so I can show it
Hey.
off.
Say, send me one of them when you send me that bucket of string.
Aw.
Ooh,
know.
you're asking for it.
I know Amy and Chris are going, and maybe Tony, Janae. I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
for a
Yes,
McDonald's
sir.
double
Trying.
cheeseburger.
Who's going to
Okay.
the
Amy.
We
Pine
have
Cone?
taken over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all
Amy,
going?
check your text.
Do what?
Who? What?
Check your text.
Hi, Dale.
Uh-oh.
Dale's so sweet. He's dropping
We have taken
everyone's
over
link.
YouTube. Look at this. I hit my subscription button on the YouTube, and look at this. It's just us and co-streaming us, and other people co-streaming us, and us and us.
Can you?
Like the first 8 things to come
I
up
ain't got
on my
the three
subscription
people. Watch
list
it on
is
mine.
just you guys
This is
co-streaming us.
why I love you.
I'm looking
So
at a
it's-
screen of
it's-
us 9 different times.
This is
9
why I
different
love you.
Look at Paul
Can you see where I'm co-streaming?
and Trey.
So basically,
Hi,
Yeah,
Teresa.
No.
No, I
Chris
don't
got
see
Clark
Jack.
Kent.
Chris, the
Social
most
Living, Janae, Paul Case, Tony,
Mm-hmm.
Adventure America,
Ray.
welcome in.
you, actually you.
We are going to Pinecone Fest. Raise your hand, baby.
are you?
Pinecone Fest.
Cool beans. We got our Airbnb all set up about 5 minutes away from the park.
We couldn't find an Airbnb even close. Like, I think it was like 25, 30 minutes away, I think was the closest one we could find available.
We're gonna rent one of them one of them campers, and it was nearly $1,000 to get the camper and the camping spot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, nah, we ain't doing that. It's less than half
Look
price
out for trouble.
for the Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, you are in fact not live right now.
You're not streaming yet, Jack.
I don't know how. You ain't taught me enough, Amy.
Right? I
God.
blame her too.
And
I knew
Dale's
What are
something
you
sleeping.
was
doing,
her
Chris?
fault.
It is
I
my
knew it.
fault.
It
Do
was
what, Brian?
Yes, ma'am.
Brian said something to me.
Okay,
Huh?
Paul, go to YouTube on your stream and click on people you what? Whoa, too fast, Dale.
Paul's cracking me up.
Oh, Dale's teaching Paul how to make mods.
Yeah, but Dale's a little loopy. We've already established that.
Yeah.
How much attention we should pay for him.
He's from Kansas. We got to give him a break.
Get her done.
I'll read it a little bit slower then.
A lot of
Dale
stuff.
said hotel rooms was only $70.
Oh, that's cool. They can change the name. Like they can name when they co-stream it. They can change. Like they name their co-stream.
I think
It doesn't-
Paul
That's kind of
Joe,
cool.
we'll take
Paul
stuff
has
for
somebody behind his head
we'll take
waving
stuff
there.
for ice
That
cream,
was
homemade
Anita.
ice cream. Do we have an ice cream maker?
Yeah, it's on top of the freezer.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take stuff for homemade ice cream.
Paul Case phone.
Speaking of home, I got some right over here. It's just finished.
Quit bragging
I'll
about
take some.
Trey.
I'll
You
take
need to
some,
get
Trey.
control.
Oh, look.
Ice
She's
cream
got
for
some
everyone.
syrup.
Two
Oh,
bottles for the ice cream social that Trey and Jess
that's
putting
right.
on.
He did say we were going to do that.
He's not even over there.
That was that was I was giving free ice cream out, and Trey's joining in, and everyone else.
Yeah, he
Janae,
said we were
are
gonna,
you gonna be
he said he
there?
was gonna make some.
Yeah.
He probably went to go get some. He said they were making it.
Janae, did you find a Airbnb?
I was just gonna
Trey,
show you.
Trey, look what I got.
No, Trey, knock it off.
Heard that.
Stop
Hey,
it.
there we go.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
glad-
going to get ice cream.
I've got 2 bottles for the ice cream social.
Oh.
I hate your guts. You're eating ice cream.
I hate your stinking guts.
I got to get ice cream.
Right?
I told
Ice
Jessica we
cream
got a
for
lot of ice cream
everyone.
to make.
I love strawberries on mine.
Yo,
With whipped
Oh, wait.
topping.
oh, yeah, you trying to get all
Sherry,
special and
it's
stuff.
okay that you're from
Uh-huh.
Kansas. You're not loopy like Dale. This is fun. It's fun, but it's frustrating.
I'm gonna go buy like 3 of those ice cream makers so we can make ice cream just in shifts all the time. They got the campers are gonna be making ice cream 24/7.
Hey, Clyde.
One time I had one. I don't know
Hey,
if I.
let's have a
Adventure
cup of coffee.
America.
Welcome in.
Welcome in, Adventure America. Clyde, let's have a cup of coffee.
Clyde.
Dale.
Hello, Clyde.
Dale and Nana, 9 Acre Family Farm.
I wonder if because Crystal is a moderator on my page, so Crystal's comments is popping up on here, and y'all can see it. But
Hey,
Hey, Lori.
Crystal.
but the other people that's commenting that's not moderators is not showing up. I wonder if it has something to do with that.
Huh.
How is she showing up and they're not? I wonder.
Well,
See, it shows up on ours because we see
Hi,
everything.
Heather.
So you
mhm.
see everything.
We see
Mhm.
everything because we're the original stream thing. But if
Okay.
everybody else can see her, then maybe
You're
it is
welcome,
supposed to be
Sherry.
on.
I don't know. I've seen other people that said stuff, so I didn't know that had something to do with it. I had a few other
Hillary.
We're
You
going
can't
to
see it on other people's because I
We're gonna
was
roll.
We start now.
and it showed up on this one, and you're on them.
So Dana's a mod for Jenny,
Uh-huh.
Joyfield Jenny.
I just said
We
Yes.
just got that right.
Yes.
He said hello everyone, and it popped up in this chat, and she's seeing everything on Janae's or Jenny's.
Yeah, mine is showing everything too. A whole chat like it is here.
I'm seeing it all too.
I just had somebody. I need to go back and look and see if they did or not.
I guess it's
Our
a
urban
Louisiana
homestead.
thing not to see it all.
I got ice cream. My wife.
What kind of ice
let me
cream
have
does he
any
have?
crust.
That's
I'm-
homemade vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Homemade vanilla.
You
There's
got-
two people. Two people eating ice cream in front of this fat kid. That ain't fair.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah,
Fair's where you show pigs, buddy.
that's exactly what I did, Adam. I don't know. We went to the fair this weekend at State Fair. Golly, it is a busy, crazy place.
Clyde can hear you, Jack. Clyde says he can hear you from Let's Have a Cup of Coffee.
Yeah, hi, Clyde. I see him popping in here saying hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. I went to Dale. I went to YouTube under my channel, and what I've got is this chat showing up.
You're a big
on
yellow
my
square.
channel.
I don't have any more
His channel.
controls.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
He had hold, just turn it all over.
Where did Jack go?
Jack.
Quit pushing
Come
buttons.
back, Jack. Come back.
He says, "Yep."
There he is. Oh,
That's hilarious.
Nope.
Can you hear me now?
Welcome back.
So I can toggle back to YouTube, and y'all was like, "Where did Jack go?" This
You were gone.
we can hear you.
He
There
Jack
you
just went
are.
away.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. I was
Hey,
looking on
Chris.
YouTube to see if there's different controls.
Yeah.
Chris,
I
are
will
me
go
and
for
you
that.
going to wind up wearing Speedos at this
No,
Pinecone Fest?
no.
Wait, you were gonna wear what?
No.
He's asking if we're gonna be wearing speedos and that's 100% not going to happen.
Don't let Tony show any pictures.
Oh
I
no!
thought we was getting into a twinster.
That's Tony's department, and sadly, Tony's right on the other side of us. So
Is that
Oh
Dale?
no, you did it.
You need to show that again, or you got okay? You got it.
yeah, we're good.
If I wear a
That's
Speedo
how
underneath
I
that
picture
thing, it'll
Chris.
disperse.
It is getting more and more white all the time. My beard is starting to look just mostly white. It's not pleasant,
I thought that was Jesse.
right?
Nanny Tim.
I was wrong. I went and I found
Hi,
Titanic. Come
Tom. How
back.
are you,
Hey.
Tom?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Tom from England.
Yes.
Welcome in.
Welcome in. Thank y'all.
and there are people chatting on mine. Some of it's showing up on here. I'm not sure if all of
Hey,
it is.
Rainy Ridge.
I have a cute one for y'all. Look
Yeah.
at Amy. Look what I have in your chat.
Y'all get towed.
What does Amy? What did Janae have in the chat? I have a cute one for y'all.
I'm sorry, no others will be told. That's funny.
Oh my!
I was watching Ranching Sodak last week, I think it was, and he told a couple jokes I thought was really funny. He was making fun of the guy that was helping him, and I'm not sure if that's related to him or not, but he said Jim's family was so poor growing up that they didn't have anything to feed the kids, and there was like 8 siblings, and so mom had
Chris,
just
I
set them
found
all
out
down
real quick.
and read them
Uh-huh.
I can't wear a
recipes out of the Betty Crocker cookbook. And he said that one of his brothers about starved to death because he couldn't hear. Yeah, I got the same reaction Trey did just now. But then there was the other one. He said Jim's family was so poor growing up that his mom would take him and his brothers and sisters to KFC so they could lick other people's fingers.
Ooh, that's nasty,
Yeah,
Paul.
that's poor there. I mean, they're
That's hungry.
not even poor; they're just po. They can't even afford the other O or R. You know,
Right?
Just Poe.
Paul is a comedian at heart. He is.
Oh yeah.
He has some good ones, y'all.
Well, I have to laugh
His
about a lot of-
the politician rant or his politic rant was pretty good too.
Oh,
I like his
I
comedy.
think I could get Chris going on my veterans idea.
Mhm.
Dale says
Probably.
hi, Brian, and
Night.
yeah, it went away.
I
Hey,
think
Brian
that
and Kathy. Dale says.
Brian Khaki.
us good old country boys could get together and figure out some way to honor our veterans that the government can't do.
Well, they
And
can do it. They just choose not to.
They won't do.
I-
Yeah.
They don't want to. They can. They get all kinds of stuff done when they want to do it. But
They get
Everything we
money
get,
away to
we
other
have to fight
countries,
for as
so.
a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
No. Dale's on our live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
D,
right.
what's
We owe
this
them
Dale?
everything. We can never
my humor?
repay our veterans, Paul.
Are you talking
Ever.
about things inside of here's messed up, D? Come on, Deanna. Who you talking? What are you talking about?
Paul's gonna get on Deanna.
Not you.
D's Garden Adventures, Diana. Paul's gonna get on you.
No, I just want to know whether you're talking about things in here being messed up, or
So
licking other people's fingers at KFC's messed up.
that's messed up.
I think she's saying it's messed up that you have to fight for it.
Maybe it's messed up that we don't do enough for our veterans.
Right.
Yeah.
preach.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Great.
them guys fought for our freedom, and then for them to be neglected is
I guarantee you, everything we get, we have to fight for. The VA
Oh, yeah.
don't volunteer
And you
nothing.
should and you shouldn't have to.
I got a guy that went to Iraq with me, works at the local tire shop. He's kin to Dina somehow, and he don't have a clue how to even start. There's no information just to give him, and It's just nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway, that I didn't mean to get on that
So,
soapbox.
Amy and Chris,
Yo.
seems like a lot of jumble going on. But give you a heads up what's going on. My Navy SEAL son is in Florida right now, and you
Yeah.
already heard on the news what's going on in Florida.
Yeah.
So, SEAL Team 8 is geared up. They're in Florida.
Yeah.
You're
Heard
right,
that.
babe.
Hey, I just found a new button. I don't know what's going on in Florida. I don't watch the news at all.
With number 45. Right, Brian?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
The neglecting veterans is beyond messed up,
Yeah.
says Diana. That's what she was talking about.
Yes.
So I have punched everything on my screen. Everything. There's nothing else left for me to mess with, and there's no way for me to co-stream it. Now, let me ask the question: Is anyone co-streaming that's on?
I cannot give any information. I've got a son that is the lead of SEAL Team 8, and I know that my son is in Florida. So I don't look at that as a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anything is geared up or going on, but my son doesn't leave out of this place by an accident. Every time he leaves, there's always a reason.
He flew out on Sunday.
He flew out
Mm-hmm.
Sunday.
So Jen, they said I could do it from my phone, but I don't see it on here.
I did it from my phone.
Yeah.
So you're a paid
Chris did
version
it.
of StreamYard. That was my question. Is everybody that's streaming paid?
No, they don't have to be because I have the paid version.
But
They
they're
just
on their
go through my link.
computer. Jan's saying I need to be on my computer.
No, because Chris did it on his phone.
And
I
don't
did
even
on
have
my
StreamYard.
I did
I
on
just
my
went-
phone, Jack. Jack, I did it from my phone. You just
My
have to
Jack,
go.
do you
smartphone
have
must
you
be
have
a
an
dummy.
iPhone or a my phone?
It's an iPhone. iPhone
Okay.
15.
That's the
All right.
problem. That's what you'll have to get with somebody with an iPhone because the buttons on yours will be different than mine, so I can't help you.
There ain't
Zoom
no other
tight.
buttons.
Someone just
I'm
sneezed.
not saying that your phone is wrong because it's an iPhone. I'm just saying it's different than
Right.
mine, so I can't tell
Right.
you what's going to be down there.
I got you. But there's no other buttons. I've touched everything on here to the point where I figured out how to make me hide. Look at that.
Good job, Jack. Jack.
Paul's happy with that.
Good job, Jack. You the man. You the man, son.
Hey, Jack, there's another button you can mute too.
Not on here. Not right now. There is too. Never mind. I lied.
All right.
It was unintentional. Unintentional
Dina.
misinformation.
The only thing is, Jack, you can't mute me from your phone.
I can too. I got an off button.
I knew you'd come up with it.
I learned that a long time ago when the company radio was going off. A guy, I was complaining that
Roger, you have to come.
couldn't get away from it. He said, it's got an off button.
Yeah, just like a TV.
That's right.
Well, the
Roger
man
is
who
in our Louisiana life, I think.
Yeah.
Do what?
That's why he's not seeing the link.
Yeah, he's not seeing the link because if you
Yeah,
want the link, you have to come to Leonard.
Yeah,
Mountain
he was wanting
Homestead.
to get in. That's why I was telling him that y'all was the main vibe was on y'all.
I'll tell you what, it's nice out here on this back porch right now.
I bet it is. Yeah, because
No,
he
they
sees
still put it in the wrong
like I
channel.
said a while ago. You go on YouTube and the first 9 things is this screen all the way down the dang thing.
Yeah.
I don't know
What
how
am
you.
I on? Am I on? Go to every one of them and give them a thumbs up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look
Go to every single one that you see on this screen and give
how
them a
sweet.
thumbs up.
Yep.
Oh, Peter is a new member.
He's a
Welcome.
mountaineer.
It's all
Yeah,
Peter.
he's a mountaineer.
Tony's
That's the other problem I'm having.
babies.
I can't get my. Yeah. What do they call it?
No.
No, that account.
Oh, your AdSense.
AdSense. I can't get my
Hey,
AdSense
Dale.
account. Hey,
There's old
Dale.
Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Big fingers, Dale.
Am I echoing?
Are you echoing? Are you echoing? Are you echoing?
Can you hear us? Hear us?
I can hear
Welcome,
you all.
Peter.
No,
Can you
no.
hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay. So I come on here for one reason. Mr. Jack has nothing to do with the fact you're on an iPhone. I'm on an iPhone. Has
Exactly.
to do with the fact that you have to log into StreamYard with your channel on your iPhone.
There's Dale.
Ah.
I can see
Then
that.
you're going to click the 3 buttons that say more. And once you have that logged in and it has a link to your channel, it'll pop up about halfway down. It'll say comments, recordings, stream this to your audience.
Dale, hey.
But
That's
how do I
like it.
get to Leonard Mountain?
What do you mean, how do you get to Leonard Mountain?
I mean,
You
not
gotta-
physically. That's in Bigsby, right? But
You got
how
to
do I
start
get-
off on Leonard Mountain's channel. That
Yeah.
link that they're sharing at the top, you got to click on that link.
Yeah,
Then
I'm in
open
there.
it in Safari.
What?
Open it in Safari or open it in. If you want to open it in Chrome, that's fine. But I don't know why anybody that has an iPhone would use Chrome. That's just
I
like
don't use
that.
Chrome on my iPhone. All right, I'm
But
fixing it.
anyway,
I'm fixing to be gone, and I'm gonna try this.
yeah.
I'm not getting off. I'm getting over here.
Well, you're gonna have to get off of here eventually, but you can try it. Whatever. I don't know.
Roger left. I was going to say hi to Roger. What happened, Roger?
Where'd Roger go?
He gone.
Hey, gone.
He back.
He's back.
He back.
Here he is. Hi, Roger. Don't take off without saying bye.
No, I can't even don't
Go
have a
get
red
it.
ink. Now there we go.
do, it's my Starlink not cooperating.
Right.
The other reason I can help him out with his membership stuff too, because if you are on iPhone, there is no membership link at the bottom of like a chat for you to join the membership area. That's why every one of you channels that have memberships need to put a link to your membership in every description of every video, every live, because iPhone people cannot click on any link down below to join a membership.
Really?
No, it's like some kind of law that iPhone has. It can't be that easy because, you know, they
Okay,
can
then I'm
get
gonna have
to
to
your
start putting
account.
it in there then.
Somebody has to make it difficult. The iPhone people have to make their stuff more difficult.
Well, yeah, it's called protecting your account.
Hey, Dale.
Okay, so
I don't have memberships. Can I just put yours on mine?
Sure.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Become a member of Dale's channel and support Paul, you know?
So Dale, last time you put a link to our memberships in the chat. Is there a way to do that?
There isn't for me right now, but there is a way for
Okay.
you to do that. You're on a laptop, so all you got to do in your background, go to your member area, go up and copy the URL, paste it in your chat, and it'll go out to everybody, being you're the host.
Hey, Dale, you do have
That's
a
something
little.
else I want to explain about the chats, because there's lots of garbage going on about chats. Chat The original chat is on Leonard Mountain Homestead. Leonard Mountain Homestead, and if you're in this stream, part of their stream, if you're on screen, the chat that you're seeing in StreamYard is everybody's chat. If it's from your channel, it'll look like two links chain hooked together.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Everything else is either from Amy's chat or someone else's. So if you comment as someone on panel in that chat that's right there on StreamYard, it goes out to every channel. But the people that are watching your individual channels, like people that are in Paul or people that are in Trey's or people that are in Janae, those people are only seeing the people that are in yours, not everybody else's.
Right.
And there's no way to fix that, y'all. No way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. I don't know what's up.
Now we got a little tiny baby echo.
But the echo's kind of like from everybody in a way. I've been listening to it bounce around.
Well, there's Jack.
It didn't work. I found everything you said to do, Dale, and then it said my browser blocked my microphone and my camera.
That's on you because you didn't allow them.
You can just touch it.
You can just touch it and allow it. You'll have to
Yeah,
go
Jack,
into
what you
settings
do-
in your phone
Okay,
and
Jack,
allow
just
it.
We're gonna have so much fun at Pinecone Fest, learning all
Yes,
this stuff where we can
yes.
actually reach over and do it for them. That's gonna be
Yes.
amazing.
Hey, what Crystal's asking? It's 13, 14, 15, or is it 12, 13, 14?
I think we're gonna be there from like October 2nd to October 15th or some crap. I don't know. We're gonna be there for like a week or something. I don't even know anymore.
Leonard Mountain Homestead Live.
Every time I go to work and say what time I need off, I add more days to it. I don't even know anymore. I'm not working. Apparently, I'm not working in October.
The live stream and reach the max number of guests.
You're gonna need to go work in October.
I guess it's just gonna keep adding days. And I was like, I'll see y'all in November. I guess I don't know, which is fine. I'm okay with that.
I don't know. The coolest meetup happened just last weekend at the racetrack because I'm in on.
Oh yeah,
right.
I loved it.
Yeah, well, while you were doing that, me and Trey was entertaining a few other people and giving out my phone number to a guy who, by the way, has commented tonight. So,
ooh, really?
I don't even know if he's a subscriber of mine. I guess he has to be. He subbed on or his comment was on my channel.
There's that.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yep.
It said the live stream has reached the maximum destinations. So I still couldn't do it. But I think I got it
Yes,
right.
sir.
Oh, it could be now that Amy's paid is all the more it can go.
That's okay. I think it worked that
Wow.
time. So next time you and I need to do something like that, Amy, I think we got it figured out.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, because I want to
But-
do another live
Jack,
stream with you and OC
For the rendezvous.
for the rendezvous.
Yeah, we need
Jack,
to. Yes.
not to give you a hard time, brother, but it is way easier on your laptop. On the
Right,
laptop,
but I was out
literally
doing
right above
chores.
your chat, it just says stream this to your audience, and you click on it,
Yep.
and you're off and rolling.
I'm
Yep.
learning that, but
I'm sorry, I was
I
trying
would-
to figure something out.
I was
was
out
like,
doing
"Baby,
chores and I
smile."
figured out they were in here. And now I'm just sitting on the back porch listening, really.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see Paul Case.
he's pretty.
Why
isn't
would
he?
you want to work, Paul?
I like his hairdo.
Well, I'm better looking than him.
Hair? Do in my hair? What?
Jack's enjoying the moon.
Yeah, it's blocked by the trees where I'm at right now, but it was pretty.
All I
I
got to
can
tell you
hardly-
is that stuff. I'm not joking when I say that stuff at the hospital that like that anesthesiologist gives you. Ooh, I ain't slept back
Is it a
good in
full
like
moon out?
dog's age.
What was that, Janae?
I think I figured it out, Dale.
Yep, you got it.
Yes, sir. Uh, is the moon out tonight? Is it full moon?
It's pretty full, yes, ma'am.
Do
Yeah.
you see it where you are from? Can you still see?
Yeah, I'm trying this. No, this stream has reached
Yes, sir.
max number of guests.
I guess I can jump off of this and go jump on somebody else's and watch on mine because I'm not getting no credit by having mine pulled up on my phone. Let me do that.
What do you mean?
I'm on my
No,
phone.
listen to Dale.
Leave it.
Huh? I'm not
Leave
getting
it.
no watch hours by watching it on my phone, watching myself.
No, but when you're logged in, if you're streaming, you need to leave this stream going.
Yeah. I got it on my laptop going on my laptop.
Oh, so you're
I
just
was gonna
gonna
jump
watch
off on my phone and go watch on somebody else's that needs to watch hours.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. I gave
Hey,
away
Jared,
my
I'm in the basement. Yeah, I'm
I
in the
gave my
show now.
ring to Nana and she didn't give it back. Does that mean we're not married anymore?
Can you see me now?
Uh-oh, she took your ring back.
All
Unhappy
single
parents.
fellas. All
Hey.
single fellas.
It's not that easy, Dale.
Oh, it's not that easy.
Hey, Jack, I sure am looking forward to listening to the Redneck Weather Report talk about something in the 50s or 60s for a high.
Man,
Heck
you
with
and me
that, brother.
both.
Let's talk about the 45s for highs.
Let's do it. I'm in. I'm on that.
I vote we do that day after tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow will be okay too.
Yeah,
That'd be
I'm
awesome.
This gal
I
in the
can say
hospital
it.
was like, do I need to get you a heated blanket? I said, for what? Are we cooking something? I said, it's got to be 150 degrees in this place. And it's like, I wish I would have brought my jacket. I said, what for?
Yeah.
I said, it is hot in this place.
Yep.
We needed a life vest last time Dina was in the hospital.
Joe, have
She
A
flooded
life
it.
vest? It was flooded?
Yeah, she flooded it. The toilet broke and literally put 2 inches of water in 3 rooms.
Oh,
and
that's
running into the hallway. It was all clean. It was all clean water. It was fresh water, but it was
She goes, how do you jump off stream but
crazy.
stay clean?
You remove her from stage, but she's still
All right.
still there. She's just not up here. Yeah.
The chattering
Brian and
delays.
Kathy disappeared.
They're jumping off, but they're not. They're still co-streaming, but they jumped off.
Yeah, they can't.
There's too much
They can't
chatter
end
and
their,
stuff.
They can't end their co-stream. They need to leave it going.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's still going.
Yes, they're just not up on the screen. They're still in the basement doing.
Yeah, that's who I
Louisiana
jumped in
says
on.
watching on
there.
y'all for help.
Let me also help everyone here on the screen out.
What?
If you are watching a channel that you've been watching for a while, go show some love to everybody else on the screen. Just pop in, say, hey, how are you doing? Popped into your stream, give them a thumbs up, and then you can go back. You can take like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and make everybody's round.
Right.
Go back to your OG, and just that one round will give everyone on here a view and watch hours. Just by popping in there and saying hi and leaving a comment.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you are after subs and all that kind of stuff, but subs, after you hit that 1K, subs mean about as much as a plug nickel. It's all about views and watch hours.
Hey, old Roger, he don't talk much, does he?
He don't talk much at all.
He's just sitting there grinning.
I'm just being a fly on the wall.
I just kind of come in here to enjoy this.
Yeah,
and
right.
Over there, that over there is all right too.
This is kind of how we started with all this. Was on the Thursday night Homestead Hangout, and this right here is kind of nice. Just chit chatting.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
Yeah. On mine, it looks like I'm peeking through a couple of boards, just a crack in the boards. See that? Look, I can see me backstage, but I can't see that.
Oh, look at that GoPro. Which one is that, Dale? Which one you got?
That's better.
10.
10?
Oh,
That's a lot better, Jack.
Yeah,
10 black. I'm gonna tell you all a little something. If you're after GoPros, go check your big W box store because they're remodeling all of them and they're clearing out all their GoPros. This was brand new on sale under $150. Brand new.
Dale, did you see my GoPro?
Yeah, I heard all about yours, Tony. I know.
Well,
But I get along great. I mean, I don't know. I still, the verdict's not out in for me on GoPros. I don't like the editing part.
what do they call that, Dale? A GoPro what?
That's a GoPro 10
Black.
Hero Black.
Same thing I had.
They have 9s on for sale.
Hi, Heather.
And the 9s are like $130.
Where's that at?
Huh?
Where's that
Big
at?
box W
Walmart.
store.
Walsworth.
Well, you know,
Wally World.
I could go to Walmart and shop for something like that, but not without breaking a family tradition of keeping my New Year's resolution from about 15 years ago.
Which is you don't shop at Walmart.
It's one of the most expensive ones I've ever had, and that is I don't go into Walmart. I mean, like, if Walmart was the only shelter in Miles and there was a tornado the size of a hurricane, I'd die in my car. That's what I'm saying. But I send Anita, and that makes it very, very expensive. You know, but she's happy. You know, if
I'm kind of
Mom
with
ain't
you.
happy, you know.
Well, you can send her in there for the GoPro.
I had I blame it on the church. The last time I had to go to Walmart, I was driving a church van and I had stopped at Walmart there in Miami to fill up with fuel in that church van. And I shut it off, got back in and started to leave, and the battery quit. And I'm like, what in the world do I do now? I carry my battery across the parking lot of Walmart and go in there and get me a new one to get. And so it was the church's fault. I had to go to Walmart.
Let me tell you, this right here, Dale, you can buy this for the 10. This handle, this thing will last all day. The one battery, you can go all day with it.
What kind? Did you get it from Amazon?
This is the 12. No, I bought this one at Best Buy, but it's the 12 Creators Edition. But you can buy just this. This piece turns into a tripod.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I want right there.
And it's got the media mod on it. Right.
I need the media mod.
And it helps, like where y'all had this weekend, some of that wind was blowing around.
Yeah.
When y'all was at the races, it'll still make the sound with it, but it won't be.
Hey, Lori.
As bad. And you can, like I said, this will come off. This helps actually. So that's what it looks like without it, and then that's to help with the wind.
You know, okay, yeah, I've talked bad about my GoPro. If GoPro would have helped me out at the 6-month time that I was having all these problems, and it went on for 6 more months, and then when it completely failed, and I was out by 1 month, even though I've been dealing with them for 6 months and told me it's not warranty, you got to buy a new one, I probably would still be using it because I love the GoPro. It didn't bother me about the editing, but after everything that I went through, I spent all this extra money on batteries, media mods. I mean, I got burnt bad, and I made sure I told them what I was going to do. And I put a video out, told them, you guys can watch it. And the AR did a great job. I felt great. I got burnt bad, and I made sure I told them what I was going to do. And I put a video out, told them, you guys can watch it. The AR did a great job.
We got some backlash now.
Yeah.
No, Janae's behind a little bit. She needs to fast forward it.
Hey, so I got a Hero 4. Is that outdated?
Hero
what
4?
now? The Hero
Yeah,
4.
Hero 4.
If you
It's
want to
old, but
use
they
it,
still
use it.
work.
If it
It
works.
was free. I like the
Yeah.
price. It was free.
That's right.
Hey, I like free 99.
Right?
Yep.
He's showing us, what is that, Roger?
That's an 8.
It's an 8.
Well, that's 4 times better than a 4, right?
And I also got this external
Roger
battery.
showing us.
Twice as good.
Well, Dale makes fun
Now,
of me, but I do all my
see, that's
recording
the
on
same
this
thing
phone.
there, Roger, as I think what this is. I think that's just
Mhm.
the one
This is
that you could add in there, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just
That's the version like before this.
well, this is not a GoPro official
That's
attachment.
just gotcha. But that's
Well,
the
there's
external
the-
battery, though. Basically, is what that is.
The
Right?
only
Yeah.
problem is I use the mod attachment, and it makes my GoPro overheat. Like I've run it for more than like 15 to 20 minutes, it starts getting too hot. I almost ruined it yesterday because the battery started bubbling up and I couldn't get it out.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh
So
wow.
here's the early setup of what you got, Trey. This is a GoPro 7, and this is the GoPro, and turns into the mod. It extends out, or turns into the tripod. But
Now, does that one have the battery in it? Does it have a battery
it
in it?
doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It's the early one.
I got
But
you. Gotcha.
It's a borrowed one, and that's kind of what I started off with. That black is a good camera, and the battery lasts a long time.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, everybody talks about the 10 so horrible and the batteries go bad all the time and everything else. But, everybody really likes Mr. Johnny's videos, Gillum Farms. His main camera is a black 10. Just like
I gave him my brand new batteries I had bought because the GoPro said you need to do them. He's got my new batteries. I gave them to him.
I had somebody send me a video on one the other day. Now it's a little bit more expensive than the GoPros, but the DJI.
Everybody swears by the new DJI.
You can be filming. You can flip the screen on it. So like basically, if you want to go the widescreen, you can have it on widescreen. If you want to go into like say shorts mode, you just basically flip the screen on it, and it automatically turns.
Can you zoom?
Turns the whatever.
Can you zoom on the DJI?
I'm not sure about the zooming, but the DJI, I know that you can take the new one and basically it's kind of like the DJI drones. You can lock it on you and say go over and sit it on a table if you're working by yourself, and it'll follow you.
Yeah, I got that with my DJI gimbal, but I
got a DJI gimbal. Jack, you were saying I make fun of you on the phone, brother. Clear up until the last 2 videos. That's all I ever used was an iPhone. I got an iPhone 15. I love it. I would do nothing but film with my iPhone 15 if it wasn't for the storage issues.
Yeah.
I can't stand the storage issues anymore. I'm not paying for anymore.
I bought the biggest storage there was.
It doesn't have a chip either.
Like 256, whatever gig.
Well, yeah, but you can buy the 1 terabyte now, but it's really the new 15. You can buy it in 1 terabyte. Yeah.
Oh, Dina said no. We got the 1 terabyte.
You did. You got the biggest one.
Oh, well, that's a big one. That's
Yeah.
I wished I would have.
Hey, Amy.
But I'm not. My phone's not.
Well, the iPhone
My
15.
iCloud
What's different about the iPhone
my
15?
cloud's full.
I'm completely lost.
Jenny.
It's called the DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
Yeah,
see, I got
DJI.
Osmo
quit laughing at
gimbal.
Yeah.
Hey, Moses.
What's up, Tony?
What's up, Moses?
Mexican in the house.
Amy, do you feel like you just started something and it went away, and then you're like, I can't get it back, and I don't have any idea what in the world they're talking about, and is it going to self-implode on itself eventually? I don't know.
Yeah, Amy, get in here. What are you doing?
You realize this is how you ended up with a 4-hour live last time was put all of us on.
Hold on. Reel it in.
Hold
Amy.
on. Hold on. Yes.
Oh no.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good night, Alfonso.
They're all talking.
So, Janae, you were saying what about the
Any
15?
phone. This here.
Now she's cutting out on me.
I think Janae's phone is back a little bit. She's behind.
What?
It may be.
Moses.
I had to stop and push live on
Hello,
mine.
Jane.
So Clyde from Let's
Miss you
Have a
too.
Cup of Coffee has no SIM card in it, y'all.
I don't have any
But I just
data.
want to read something that. Am I?
Hello, Heather.
Did y'all? I wanted to. Let's Have a Cup of Coffee, Clyde, Team 8. But my.
About what?
Clyde says, I don't know who
We'll lose you.
I can't get to the chat now.
is talking about Clyde from Let's. We're headed for. I don't know who was talking about SEAL Team 8, but his daughter flew out today.
Oh,
Clyde from Let's Have a Cup of Coffee.
yeah.
Oh, that was Brian and Kathy from Resourceful.
Right, I thought it was Brian. Yeah, Clyde, that's confirmed. That was Brian and Kathy from Resourceful Homestead.
You got a little ice cream on your chin.
Do what? No, it's probably just gray.
Do what?
You've been caught.
Can't help it, man. That fresh ice cream's good.
What flavor was it?
What it is vanilla.
Oh,
Shame on you.
did you use Mod Father vanilla in it? Because if you didn't, it's not good.
No, I couldn't get none. Joe fixed it. I was trying to get some. He just kept outbidding me.
I mean, did you see Jack leave when you ate that ice cream? I mean, he was gone now.
Gone.
He back.
Hey,
I'm trying to get the chat. I can't get the chat.
I don't know, but being as I had a procedure today, I couldn't eat all
Jackie,
day
getting her
yesterday,
done.
all night. I couldn't eat until after my procedure. And so for supper, guess what we made?
What's that?
In cast iron skillet,
Ice cream.
fried pork chop, rib pork chops on the bone with olive oil. Oh yeah. And there ain't nothing better than to eat the bone, just chew every bit of that off the bone and all the fat when you're eating it.
You got to have the fat. Speaking of, tomorrow I'm doing a brisket on the smoker tomorrow, and I'm leaving all that fat, a brisket.
Oh,
and we're gonna leave all that fat on there.
You don't trim any of it off. It's got a built down.
Ice cream and brisket. You're just killing me, Trey.
Brisket's tomorrow. We actually, I wouldn't normally be cooking a brisket in the middle of the week, but Jessica went in and night before last to get something out the freezer, and the vacuum sealer let go on one of our briskets we had in the freezer. So,
oh no!
Instead of letting something happen to it and it go
Darn
bad.
the bad luck! And now you're going to cook it.
You're gonna have to use it.
Yep, got to use it.
I mean, it's not like you can reseal it back up. You're going to have to just cook it.
You guys are gonna have to cut out the fatty meats for a moment. Amy,
look, that fat in that brisket, that's the best part. That old fat, man, just breaks down.
Amen.
Just melts in your mouth.
Amy saying, hold on.
Hold on,
is right.
I don't think it's a piece of meat because she's not eating it with the bone.
I don't like beating a dead horse, but they gave me something when we went and picked up our half a hog the other day.
What'd they give you?
And I was a little bit confused about this.
Did he say he had a horse processed?
No, a hog.
Oh, that's good. Horse meat's good.
And they gave me
lard.
all the fat off the whole hog.
Oh yeah.
And I thought maybe if I'd show this on YouTube, I'd be the envy of all the homesteaders ever.
Yep.
You are.
And you know
You
what?
render
This
that
is just,
down.
Cole, I'm gonna
tell
need
you-
an address to your place.
this is just half of it. It's just half of it, all right? Yeah. And when you kill a deer, you know, you use some of that. Put it in with your deer burger.
You know the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look at Amy.
You know what's the best thing about that, Paul? You know what that rendered down, what that turns into?
Yeah.
Brownies, cookies, cake.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to get allowed back on Amy's lives anymore.
It turns into granny pie crust. That's what it turns
Yes.
Chris and Moses is enjoying it.
And biscuits, the best biscuits I ever had.
Biscuits in the world come from lard.
Sorry, Amy, I had
yeah.
to.
Definitely.
Ryder and they were planning on getting a bear, and I told them I want all the tallow from the bear because you can make like basically Crisco. You just render it down.
Oh yeah.
And you don't have to go
Amy, help with
buy
that?
vegetable oil or anything like that. You have all of that you ever want.
Amy, please don't excommunicate me from your lives.
Possum fat's almost as good, Chris. You can use possum fat for that too.
Yeah, but the bear, you get so much of it. Like, it's
True.
just quantity, you know what I mean? It's just a lot bigger animal, so you just get just a crap ton of it.
In all seriousness, for those people who trap and stuff like that, if you would render down possum fat, you can make candles for survival that will burn forever.
Really? I don't know about that. I have to take your word on that one.
I got beeswax.
Yes.
I ain't got no bees.
You need bees, Dale.
No.
Something, Paul, you said they give you that. You'd never got that before. When I got my last cow or my last steer killed, slaughtered, they give us the heart. I've never had one of them.
Yep.
Give me the heart.
It's pretty normal for processors in my area to give you the heart and the liver and on
Well,
beef.
yeah, we've got the liver and all that, but we've never got the heart.
Hey, I want tongue, and I want beef tongue.
I didn't know
tacos.
nothing. I didn't know nothing about that tongue when I was growing up.
Dale.
But we used to use it to play a game called cow tongue football.
Oh,
ever heard of that?
Yeah, boy, that's a sloppy game.
You start out with it frozen.
The tongue grows.
Yeah, and then it gets like thawed out and long, and you can't throw it. You can't throw it without wrapping it around somebody's head anyway. And
oh my God!
It's quite a game. Cow tongue football is one of those games that separates the men from the boys. You know what I mean?
Well, do you guys get your oxtail back?
Yeah, we have in the past.
A lot of people don't. You have to ask for it around here. You have to ask for the heart, the tongue, all of that.
My youngest son has been dehydrating the heart, treating it like jerky, and then dehydrating heart, and he done some liver. The liver didn't go over quite as good, but I was like, you know, Dakota, you're messed up. You're supposed to do that with beef, not the internal organs. And he says, yeah, but this has got better flavor. And everybody should try it once. And I took my thank you bite and look at Amy
saying yes.
I'm not a
No. Okay, so I hate to interrupt this wonderful conversation of fat and nasty bones, but I'm trying to answer Angie's question. Angie's question was, what can you do for scorpions?
Man.
Angie, if you do lavender, you will run off Tony's deer. I'm telling you right now, look into it.
Deer don't like lavender.
They don't like lavender.
So I'm going to tell you, deer and Dale.
They don't bother ours.
Dale's don't do lavender either because lavender. Dale has allergic reactions to lavender. We don't do.
Our
lavender.
deer don't mind lavender.
Really?
Your deer don't?
No.
She just killed 2 more, Tony.
No.
What I do with for scorpions is I step on them
Spray them with timber.
with a shoe.
The problem is
I'm scared
we
of
get them in the house too, and I cannot tell you how they're getting in the house.
No, we can't either. We get them too.
Tempo.
Tempo is what a lot of people use. I don't like to spray much with.
Actually, we do, Crystal.
Say bye, Moses.
Abby just killed one in her at their place back a few months ago. So we do have some in our area.
We got 3 this week.
Yeah.
You ain't seen a scorpion until you seen one over in Iraq, and they 1.5 feet long.
Oh yeah. Mm-mm.
They was monsters.
Hey,
my cousin had some of those in her brand new home, and it scares
It's supposed to be in the clip
because
what?
So, what else is it that Oops said would run off? Me too.
she doesn't know what to use.
Lavender and
patchouli. Yes.
Patchouli smells good.
It's a sort of. Mm-hmm. It's
If
an oil.
lavender would run off deer,
almost
I'd throw a
essential
strip
oil.
of it around the hayfield. I can't blame the deer for my second cutting hay not being any account though. We've been so dry here.
Where'd Dale go?
But y'all gonna have enough hay,
Dale's
Paul?
gone.
Oh yeah, we made enough first cutting to get us through.
Dale gone.
We had carryover last year, which is not everybody has that, but
Yeah.
But we also have our own haying equipment from the 1970s and 80s. If you seen us go to hayfield, you would look at that and say, "Are they really going to use that?" And the answer is yes. Yes, with
Hey,
what we use.
whatever gets the job done.
We look like we're making hay in 1980. That's
Our square baler, whenever you watch the video, when we get the square bale here, if it's grass will grow, we've got an old New Holland square baler. The drive shaft bent. Daddy bent the drive shaft last year. We hadn't been able to find one, so Daddy says we're just fixing to straighten it best we can and bale with it. So it ain't no telling what we may tear a PTO out of a tractor. That might make for a real bad.
it looks like the misery circle on the computer.
Just take the drive shaft into a place and they'll rebuild it and make you a new one. Bring your old one with
I know that's it. Not you have to know Daddy on that.
I got a dad like that.
My dad used to always say, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it.
Yeah. Hey, go back to the meats real quick about pork and all that. Anybody done anything with the neck bones?
On pork?
When I was feeding dogs, I'd feed dogs neck bones because they're cheap. When I had the dogs on the raw food diet, I used neck bones for the dogs because
we make bone broth with it.
Yeah, broth too.
Mm-hmm.
I say we loosely. Dina makes a lot of bone broth.
I use we loosely. Yeah.
I wonder if scorpions taste good if you fry them up on a grill.
That's really good, Jack, because bone broth is good for cartilage.
So, Jenny, can we use bone broth to boil the scorpions in?
Build your cartilage, and you can. You know, my cousin home, and it freaked her out because they were brand new homeowners, and no one told them about that. So I hope that would work. Scalding bone broth with water.
Yep. Well,
who knows?
Yeah, Crystal,
But
Crystal,
I don't know if anyone eats them. Is there a delicacy like crickets and all that?
People do eat them. I don't. But
Like they got some really food challenges. Like someone, they eat eyeballs and.
Amy's face just keeps getting a little more distorted.
Eyeballs and
I would be like that lady who licked the chocolate all off them peanuts and didn't just put the peanuts out on the table. You know,
I thought we was back at
covered
Kentucky
scorpions. I'd eat the chocolate off.
I'm not that hungry yet.
I'm not that hungry yet. Nope.
That's right.
Back in the birthday.
I am not that hungry.
I thought we was back at
Speaking of,
Kentucky Fried
speaking of
Chicken for a
poisonous
minute, Paul.
things biting you and stinging you, I about got tagged by a words. Dang it, words.
They're hard.
Copperhead. Thank you.
Do y'all, do,
I
do
got
y'all like?
tagged by one Sunday night, moving stupid rocks around, and it's not cold enough yet. So,
Yeah.
Did you unalive it?
Copperhead is something.
Yes, I did.
That's what I would do.
I recommend
I keep
against
a
that,
shovel
Chris.
close all the time for that specific reason.
Shovel or cordless hole punch works well. Yeah.
So
Well,
we're
I'm
supposed
not
to.
using the cordless hole punch when I'm messing with the rocks because then I don't know where that thing goes. That just
So we're circling back for Amy and Leonard Mountain Homestead for ranch or farm, y'all. So
Covert cordless hole
we
punch.
need to ask y'all, what do you think,
Yeah.
ranch or farm?
Pocket sized.
Yes, sir.
I guess, but what it says, I guess I'm ranch.
Your ranch.
That's what I would be. I would be ranch.
primarily cows, and you
Tell
only
us-
do the
tell
hay
us
because
why.
the cows.
Yeah, I mean, we do hay a little bit for other people, but for
Hi,
the most
Musgrave
part, we
family.
do the hay for ourselves.
Right.
So I
It's
guess
self-sufficiency, not so much like that's not your main thing. Your main thing is the cows, and the hay is kind of secondary.
Yep. Hey,
I
Doc.
guess we would qualify as a wannabe. I
I
sold
mean, I
off
don't
my
really
cows.
consider
All
myself
we
a
got
ranch,
now is
but if you have to
chickens.
look at it, that's what I would have to be, I guess.
Jack's down here drying it so he can show other people for sure that they'll get to see what it is he does on the farm. Right? Here's some candy. Who cares what I do on the farm?
Right.
Right.
Ranch. I've heard that that's really good, the stuff you make, Jack.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, I'm going to be at
Go
that
ahead and do
Oklahoma
that.
Homestead
My phone
rendezvous with a
don't
bunch
use
of
it.
us.
Yeah.
My phone is not working. It's not dropping links. Don't.
Dang, Luke.
Yeah.
Luke, you're in Mangum, you're not, but probably
I
about
could plug
10,
it in.
15 minutes for me.
But the bad part, Luke, is you're way, 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 way from me.
Right.
And I don't
can't
even
get
know where
chat.
that's at, you know.
The only chat I'm
Well,
seeing
yes,
is
what
what
we talked
Amy's
about
putting
the other
on the
night.
screen.
Go down to the old tree, turn left at the old barn, you know.
It's just past yonder.
Yeah.
You stop and look both ways at the little pile of gravel. I remember it.
That's right. That's right.
Pile of
The
gravel.
rock that looks like Elvis, you turn left.
There's got to be a red barn in that direction.
Yeah, always.
Right.
Or the third house from the end of the road.
Turn actually.
You know, Goat Hill.
Oh,
where those,
hold on.
hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Hold
Hey,
on.
Johnny, welcome
Actual
in.
link for what?
To join the
It's
thing.
right here, but he has to be on ours.
No, hold on. Just
on.
hold on.
Okay.
Hold
hold
on, Johnny.
Hold
coming.
on, Johnny. It's coming. Hold on.
Johnny, you got more hold-ons than most.
Yep. They
No,
still
but-
about our Luke.
He needs the StreamYard link. I pinned our channel member
Oh,
up at the thing.
Hopefully he might get on here.
that tire's going.
I'm
He got
I'm
his
representing
He
tonight.
got his killer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's up here still.
Paul Case, that shirt looks like it fit me.
He's on ours.
Hey, I don't know what happened. It showed up in the mail. I've been wearing it.
I got a good one in the mail
Showed up in the
too.
mail, they're wearing it. Exactly.
I haven't
That's what
traded
I'm
any
actually
coffee
trying to
cups. I got a
get
good
some shirts made.
There you
Now
go.
we're
Got
going for
the-
6 hours, y'all.
Hey, Johnny, welcome
2
in.
hours in.
No, we're not.
Not on my,
Did
not on
y'all
my
see
part,
what Johnny?
you know.
Did y'all see what? Excuse me, y'all. Did y'all see what Johnny asked y'all?
Nope.
What he asked? What'd you ask,
Johnny,
Johnny?
Johnny asked y'all about the link. Watch,
He's in.
He's in.
Oh, there he is. Okay, there he is.
You're behind,
Hi,
Janae.
Janae.
Part of it.
Speed up a little bit, Jenny.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
I'm here.
That's all right. I'll talk to her and maybe she'll understand this way. Janae,
I see.
you and I are just like.
Aw.
Hi,
Only
Jan.
part of Johnny with that camouflage hat.
I love
Famous
y'all's hats.
famous hat
Famous
Johnny.
hat.
How you doing tonight, Johnny?
I'm doing all right. How are y'all doing?
No.
I see y'all are talking about farms and ranches, I guess.
Yeah.
Hooves and you got crops and then you got hooves. I know some people argue size of property and all kinds of things like that, but it really don't make any difference.
What if you don't have either?
Huh?
What if you don't have
neither?
Do what?
I said, what if you don't have either? Hooves or crops?
Well, I mean, you got hooves, or farms typically have been something. I mean, I guess you could be a rabbit farmer or a chicken farmer or something like that. They don't have hooves, so. But anyway, I consider part of what we do farming and part of what we do ranching.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that has to do with the cattle over there at the other place, all that stuff, that's our ranching operation. And then over here where we're at with the chickens and all Christine's garden stuff and everything, that's the farming side of everything. So
Right. I think what Angie just said at the bottom, right. Yep.
Johnny has a French.
Johnny has a French.
Well,
yeah, farm and a ranch.
Typically it's hooves. So
I have a great idea, y'all. You know how they put mustard and ketchup or mayo and ketchup, and in the store they now call it mayo chup? How about y'all do a merge word for a farm and a ranch? Maybe like crunch or something like that?
Well, I've called it a French a lot.
French. That's a good one, Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny's French.
Yeah.
French. I'm French. How are you, Paul?
He's French, not French.
I'm trying to figure out if I even fit into that.
Oh, you fit into all of it. You got roots growing out there. You got all your critters and your cattle and everything. So yeah, I consider your deal a ranch.
About half of my income is from logging and sawmilling.
Yeah,
that throws a wrinkle into things.
Well,
here's
tree farming.
Yeah, it is.
Tree farming.
It's a part of agriculture. Them things you grow all the time. They just don't grow a lot.
Well, I can tell you how to mess up the algorithm. Start reading the Bible on your channel. They don't know what to call you or where to push you out to.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got one even better for you. Other than that, put some drag racing in your cattle videos.
He's drag racing a bull now.
Yeah, see what that does for you.
I mean, the farmer made the corn that made the whiskey, and the whiskey runner's done the drag racing, so it's all relative if you ask me.
You would think that would be the way it would work, but it doesn't quite work that way.
That's not how that works.
It's not my phone, Heather.
Not
Whoa.
mine either.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold on.
Somebody write that out.
Hey, Troy.
Hello.
Troy Sutton. Welcome in, Troy.
Troy Sutton.
First time ever.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just trying this out. I don't know how the hell it works.
Somebody's backlashing on the phone.
Troy, lower your volume. You have two devices?
Do you have two devices on?
Well, if he's got his laptop on, he may have YouTube going and StreamYard doing. So he needs to go in and mute or Paul's YouTube
Close,
and stay on
close
screen.
one of them.
Or yeah, close one of them, whatever.
Or
Well,
just the
I
volume
turned the
key.
TV channel off. So
Yes,
There we
sir.
go.
is it any better now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
All right, that's cool. Hey, guess what I got?
What you got on?
A smile.
Well, look at that.
Look at there.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
I couldn't see.
I've
Oh,
never done this before, so I'm just trying to see if it worked.
Hold on. I'm
But
gonna
I'm
show.
glad
I'm
to see
gonna
everybody in here.
bigger
show
There you
five.
go.
everybody.
Show us again, Troy.
Amy's gonna bigify y'all.
Bigger
There
fire.
you are.
Bigified.
There you are. Let's see. Oh, that's so sweet.
But
That is a nice looking shirt.
That is a
Yeah.
nice. That's
it
a
is.
nice shirt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Our Louisiana Life shirt tonight.
Hey, Paul.
You
Yeah,
want
our
to model?
Louisiana life.
Hey,
Get
I
her,
ain't
get her
caught one of
done.
them yet.
Get her
I'm gonna
done.
check
Oh,
it to you guys. I got to get
Paul's
up
got
and
the
do a
Gillum
Bible
on.
study at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, Jack.
I
Jack,
was
It,
with
I'll
you.
catch you on the flip side, brother.
all right.
Yeah.
Y'all have
Y'all,
a good evening.
We
Good
might
night,
still
y'all,
be
Jack.
live. Check
All right.
back in when you're done. We might still
No,
be here.
no, we
okay.
won't.
Amy,
No, we won't.
Amy and Chris, thank you for this chaos.
Right?
Oh, I see how it is. I come in and scare everybody off.
No,
No,
you
no,
didn't
it ain't
scare
you, Troy.
Y'all are
anybody.
true family, ain't you?
You
My
didn't
alarm
scare
clock got
anybody,
up and
Troy.
left. And when she did, I need to.
Chaos brings
So,
creation.
good night, y'all.
Good night,
Sure,
Jack.
Good night, Jack.
Candyman's going to sleep. That's funny.
Jan's got her Gillum
Show us
farm
the
shirt
moon. Show us
on.
the moon before you
Right.
head up.
Hey, we
Show us
had
the
that
moon.
shirt on this weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
Pit crew
There
shirt.
there was quite a bit of that stuff going on this weekend.
Hey, Johnny, I want to tell you, I really enjoyed watching y'all race out there on everybody's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about 3/4 of the way through my video. As I was saying earlier on the chat, I had 3 GoPros, there's 2 cell phones, and the drone that I've got to edit all the video for. And then you have to make sure that you link all the, like, you got different volumes on everything. And you got to make sure that you get all the volumes right and everything through all those clips. I mean, it's a lot of time.
It's a nightmare when you're watching a video and they talk and they're way down here, and then so you turn your TV up so you can hear them talk, and then 5 seconds later they make a noise and it about blows your speakers out of your TV.
You're right.
It's kind of annoying because you're constantly adjusting your volume up and down based on whether they're talking or playing a video or something. It's crazy.
115 mile per hour in 5.9 seconds.
Hey, you were saying that, Chris, when I did my video, Phil Mora, I was having a problem with it, my volume, and I was trying to control it. And every time I turned it to another setting to make it like Johnny just said, straight across, it was going loud. And I don't know what was going on. I even erased the first video and redid it, and it was still doing the same thing. Was it loud when you watched my video?
No, I wasn't talking about yours. I was just saying in general when people have videos like that and they talk lower and you're like turn it up because Paul's talking and then Paul plays a clip and it's like, oh my god, yeah.
Go watch some of my old videos. Have a perfect
Go watch
example
some of my
of
old
what Chris is
videos.
talking about.
Go watch some of our old videos. It's well, I'm talking about us.
Right.
Hey, before we get too far off the subject, Johnny, I want to tell you something about that racing. Now, I can't school you on anything. You know what you're doing. But I've got a Chevy truck that has a 6.0 gas in it that will go from 0 to 60 in 3.5 days.
I believe it.
I'll get with it now. I'll tell you.
I believe it. I believe it.
If you
I've had a few of them.
it might take longer.
Y'all cue that song 0 to 60 in 5.2. I'm in a hurry to get things done.
I saw a sticker the other day that says 0 to 60 and eventually.
That's mine.
That sign that said, Dodge's speed limit's 100
I
miles
see
an
that,
hour.
Troy.
Ford just
Ooh, Bigify.
Chevy
Trey,
best
can
chance.
you tell us about this?
That's back when I used to dirt track race until we flipped and I totaled that one there, and I hadn't done it again since. I started driving one when I was 15 years old, late models.
Yes, sir.
I
That's
did
awesome.
it until about 7 years ago we quit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my last one. So I flipped it off the end of the track, landed on the roof.
Woo.
You
the roll
know,
cage.
I've got friends that dirt track race, and they spend all their time in between races putting on like front control arms, and because they destroy that stuff.
Yeah, that ain't good. If you're tearing up stuff, you ain't doing very good. The lower classes do tear up a lot of stuff because it's like demolition derby with some of them. But them there, we're the bad of the bad with them. That's the super late models there.
Yeah,
that you like to see on TV. Yeah.
Johnny, remember when we found some aluminum?
Yeah.
And I just thought of this a second ago, because Ford had a problem with rings and pistons at one point. Have you thought about doing a leak down test to see if anything like that happened to one of them? Because I knew you ran nitrous just that one time.
Yeah, but I don't think it has anything to do with the pistons.
Okay.
I really, if you really want me to tell you what I think it is, Tony, I think it's the pan, the oil pan. And the reason I think it's the oil pan is because I've got so much oil pressure. I think I've got so many baffles and stuff in the pan. I think that it's pulling that up into the crank throw. And I think the pan is aluminum.
Right.
I think the crank throw is actually touching something and creating aluminum.
Okay. All right.
Where are you getting aluminum at in it? Where are you finding aluminum?
It's just we found some I've got a pre-filter screen. We found some of that. It
you
no big
don't run
deal.
dry sump though. You're just a wet sump motor.
Yeah, it's not really a big deal. I mean, it'll eventually clearance itself.
You know how to drop links, Roger?
And quit doing that. But it's only happened since we've had
where you can find it.
It's only happened since we've had this pan on it. And I noticed the last time we had it out that the pan was showing the same thing. It's like, and we were looking at it and we was going, how in the world is that hitting right there? Because it's clear. Well, what it is we've got a vacuum pump on it and we're pulling we got a lot of oil pressure. I mean, we're at 90 PSI most of the time on the oil pressure, which I don't really like, but that's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
And so I think we're pulling the oil pan up just enough to catch the crank throw, because I mean you would not believe the inside of that pan if you saw that. I mean, you might, Trey, because you've probably seen stuff like this. But I've got so many windage trays and doors and everything else in that pan that if anything moves a little bit, it's hitting the crank. So I think the crank is just touching the pan.
And we, like with ours, we ran dry sump. So all our oil pans there for is just basically to catch. You have scavenger lines. It's just sucking oil out because we have an external pump. We run about 120 pounds of oil pressure.
Yeah.
What cubic inch motor you got in yours?
535.
So you run a big block?
Well, I run a Pontiac motor.
Yeah. We run the I had one 358 all aluminum Yates motor, and then I had a 452 all aluminum.
Yeah,
Gates motor.
yeah, mine's all aluminum deal.
Yeah.
And but like I said, it's only started happening since we've had this pan, and I'm sure the pan is clearancing itself. And I'll just keep
I like that.
changing.
I like that verbiage, Johnny.
There
It'll just self-adjust and self-clearance itself, and then when it quits rubbing, it'll stop wearing down.
you go.
Rubbing is racing.
Problem solved.
Rubbing is racing, right, Johnny?
Exactly.
Yep, rubbing's racing. It's rubbing inside.
It's rubbing that thing down to where it don't need to no more. Don't broke it.
Hey, Johnny, I had a question. Wasn't the big motors for Pontiac the 400 and the 455?
Yes. Yep. The 455 was the biggest of the Pontiac motors. And an interesting fact, the Pontiac from 326 to 455 are all the same dimensions. So you can't look under the hood of a Pontiac and know if it's, by just looking at the top of it, if it's a 326 or a 455. That's the reason why whenever you said big block tray, I just said, no, it's a Pontiac motor, because they just all look the same.
Yeah. I was just saying, just when you go getting over 500 cubic inches, it gets up in that's bigger bore. Big
stroke. It's big bore, big stroke. So anyway, you're welcome, Angie. And I hope you guys like the video once it comes out. I need to take it out some more. So I'm gonna try to get it out some more before the end of the year.
Can one of my moderators drop Johnny's link?
Well, thank you, Janae. But anyway, we had a great time. I'm glad you guys came. I mean, it was fantastic. Other than Ark City not having any barbecue on Saturday night at all.
At 4 o'clock.
That was crazy.
Right? It wasn't even late or not. It was
It was like 5 o'clock in the evening. There's nothing open at barbecue.
That's barbecue witching hour. Come on, that's
it's
barbecue.
We all had it in our head we were going to go eat barbecue, and it just didn't happen. And we ended up at what was it, Pizza Ranch or something?
Pizza Ranch.
Yeah.
Pizza Ranch.
We're talking about ranch.
How was Pizza Ranch?
At least it wasn't a pizza farm.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, it was, I didn't see any hooved animals while I was there or anything, but I mean, they had some chicken on the.
There was some chicken.
That was disgusting.
And then somebody dumped marinara all over the floor. I don't know who does
that. Yeah, somebody just marinara.
Yep, boots, sure.
They were talking about it when we left.
That was hilarious.
I wonder if that was like Dale.
I thought it was hilarious when that girl run out of there and you could hear her walking down the hallway yelling, "It was Dale that did it." I'm like, that's
yeah.
Hey, it wasn't Trey. I promise you that. Trying to beat
ice cream.
He was trying to beat the Leonard Mountain Homestead record of how long we were on live.
Hey, you was wait, which way? You're that way. You was in the middle of that too.
Where is Bowen supposed to circle back, y'all? Bowen did not bring his pipe.
Dakota, you're asking how many runs can that engine take before we have to do a freshen up or something like that? We'll probably get about 250 runs on it. And we'll probably freshen it up. If we're lucky because it's not the one thing, it's not aluminum. It's not aluminum rod motor. So the rods, if it was aluminum rod motor, they have a limited time that you can run the rod because they work hardened. But we don't have that. So basically, our deal is whenever we start losing ET. And we start getting a little what we call valve float and stuff like that, then we know it's time to start working on the springs and stuff.
Johnny, can you tell everyone about your beautiful car? It is an all steel, and tell everyone what kind of racing, because it's not dirt track. Of
No,
course.
it's not dirt track. It's drag. It's an all steel '69 GTO. The only it's got a fiberglass. The very front nose on it is fiberglass, and the hood is fiberglass. But that hood is actually heavy. Dale will tell you it's a heavy, heavy hood. Tony can tell you too.
Yep.
And
It's
the
got
only reason it's the only that hood it gives us a 2 inch. It's 2 inches. It's built to where it has a 2 inch bulge in the center so that we can get it closed over the engine without
Right.
having like big hood scoops and stuff on it.
right.
So it's a little different than a factory deal. But other than that, it's just a big old heavy car. It's 3,400 and some odd pounds with me sitting in it. And most of the cars that I was racing against were like in the 2,000 pound, upper 2,000 pound range. Like my buddy, that blue Firebird that was sitting next to us, that's a 2,600 pound car. That's
Yeah.
800 pounds less than my car.
Yeah. Your car runs. I actually watched several cars when they leave the line, and because I've always been, we do wheelies. Yeah, it looks pretty, but it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be, your car needs to move forward. And I could see how yours was doing it, and maybe 2 or 3 others I've seen it. But
Right.
you've got that suspension you have is working really good.
Yeah, it's working. I mean, I'm very happy with the way the car works exactly. And but it's
Can you tell us how you came up with your vehicle's name, Judgment Day?
yeah, I
That's
can.
pretty awesome.
Judgment Day, back whenever I was a kid. Okay, here's one of those things, folks. Never take for granted what kids see and what it prints on kids' minds and things like that. Because, like if I've got a saying right now, if a kid tells you to do a burnout, do a burnout. I'm telling you, if you're driving down the street and a kid says, "Hey, do a burnout," because things get stuck in their head. And what happened whenever I was a kid, I went to the drag races and there was a GTO there, and it said Judgment Day on it. And that always stuck in my head. And therefore, whenever we named this one, because this car, I couldn't leave the name that was on it. It was Middle-Aged Crazy Racing is what it had on it before. So now it's got Judgment Day on it.
I love it.
Well, Johnny, I agree
tried
with you about
burnouts
the
when I
whole
was a kid,
imprinting
but
on
cops
kids.
never liked them.
Well, I'll do a burnout every single time if they say do it.
I agree with you on that, Johnny. When I was a kid, when we would take road trips, my dad would always my dad drove a truck when I was little, so grew up in the passenger side of a semi. So when we were driving on road trips in like the minivan, we would go by and do like that, and all the truckers, some of them would honk, some of them wouldn't, and it always bugged me when they wouldn't, and I was happy when they did. And I had a guy when I was in high school that drove a truck, and he said something a long time ago that stuck with me. It's like, once you get diesel in your blood, it's almost impossible to get it out. And that's as far as a tractor or a semi or both, whatever. He said, once you get diesel in your blood, it's hard to get out. And I completely agree, because I've wanted a big diesel truck like the one I have now since I was probably 10 years old. And that stuck with me since I was 10. Like, I didn't change around I didn't lose it or whatever. I've always wanted one, so I agree completely.
Chris, that's so awesome. I love that you say that as you circle back. I did my first solo, everyone, today. It was really early in the morning, and I spoke about us seeing each other as children, the purest form of ourselves. And I love that Chris just told that story. And Johnny too, because this is the imagination of the child, but also the purest heart of who y'all are. And thank you, Dale, for dropping Amy's link in my chat. and Johnny's link. And Dale loves your car very much, and he's a Ford guy. Johnny.
Yeah, and Dale and Chris and Tony and everybody, they were. I mean, it got to be a point during the weekend when everybody just came in and they knew what they were supposed to do. I mean, like Dale, he was up there. He was making sure that fan was coming on, and making sure that the top camera was on and all kinds of stuff like that, because it just, and it was very helpful. I mean, I'm not used to that kind of help.
Watching Dale looked like a full-on pit crew running around there in them videos.
Yeah.
Dale's a pit man.
Actually, I wanted to help out more, but I figured I was stepping on Dale's toes, so I'd step back a little bit. Hey, I used to, I'm going to say 2000, I retired. I was NASCAR. So I was in all the pitting. I was doing all the stuff, pulling engines. And
Really?
This brings back, Johnny, when we seen aluminum, our number one rule was if we seen any metal, that motor come out, another one in immediately. And that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of concerned. That's what was built in my body, my head. That's why I acted the way I did, all that stuff. And I understand what you're saying, but for years and years and years of messing with NASCAR, it was embedded in your body, in your head, thinking, all right, we got a problem, pull it. And that's what we've done.
So you know what I was talking about when I said Yates Motors in a while ago, huh, Tony?
Oh, yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys had a few motors laying around.
Right. Exactly.
You had spares.
You could pull one out and throw one back in real fast because you had 9 of them sitting there.
Right.
So
y'all getting her done.
Roger, I have a truck that can do a burnout, and it's got enough juice. It can throw 37s around. I'm kind of happy with it.
Kind of happy.
Dale
look at there.
Well,
hold on.
Relatively happy.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Ooh, Bigify. Roger.
That was my
That
first
is-
car. I still own it. It's not quite in that good a shape anymore, but
Dale said that's sweet.
That's cool.
It
No,
is.
Paul, mine is a 94, so it's the first year with the turbo power stroke.
What year is that, Roger?
it's a 68 Dodge Dart.
Dodge
I
Dart?
had a 94 F350 single wheel, 4-door, 4-wheel drive that was the 7.3 turbo, not power stroke. And the guy lied to me when I bought it, told me it only had like 100 and some thousand miles on it. And when I got the title, it said 250. And I drove the thing for 9 years before it popped a valve, and I had to change the heads off the motor. And I drove it a couple more years after that, and I got afraid it was going to blow up. So I found something else. I gave $9,000 for the truck. When I sold it, I got $900 out of it.
Wow.
But that one had no muffler. It had a straight pipe on the exhaust. And I drove it for like 2 or 3 years before I figured out that it didn't have a muffler.
Mm-hmm.
Really paying
That's
any attention.
cool.
And
Wow.
when you drive it, get like in third gear and then let off the gas without taking it out of gear, it would really rack the pipe off. You could hear it for a mile probably.
Johnny wanted to race me with my truck, my diesel. I got an 02 Power Stroke turbo. He said, "Let's run."
I guess everybody here knows mine doesn't have a muffler on it.
Right.
My flatbed truck, there's no muffler.
They don't make y'all run some type of muffler.
Line straight.
No, we don't have inspections in Oklahoma no more.
Cummins sounds good with a straight pipe.
Trey, we don't know anything about code over here, friend.
Hey, bitty boo.
Well, even on all the dirt track cars, they
Dana.
made us run a muffler. We had to supposedly meet a certain decibel, but it wasn't nothing but a muffler about this long with just some holes punched through on the inside, just to basically say we had a muffler. But we had to have it on there. We couldn't run, which I guess is different when you got 20 on the track at one time. You know, maybe noise. I don't know what their reasoning was and why they don't make drag cars have some type of muffler.
You know the legendary drag Daddy Don Gartlett, Big Daddy. Y'all heard of him?
Yep.
Dale, you might run that against my truck.
Dale's dad had a 2011 F350 6.7 diesel. It is mean. He would run it against your car, Johnny.
Yeah, he wouldn't run against the car. No, it was on a dirt road.
He might run it against the car, but there's not a snowball's chance in Phoenix he's going to do anything. He'd line it up just to take a picture next to it.
Yeah, he could run it. I got a 2500. He's probably talking about my 6.7 Cummins truck.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my dad, he drag raced. That's what he done. He all through his childhood and all the way up. I guess we swapped to dirt track racing when I was about 10, but he drag raced. He had, I don't know how many drag cars he had. And then he builds motors. That's what he does, build race motors and stuff. So, and then we swapped from drag racing to dirt track racing. And then after I totaled the last one, we swapped and we didn't do nothing for a while. And then now we got racing go-karts. So
Dale's been watching drag racing all week, inspired by Johnny at Gillum Farms. Dale and a lot of us have been watching Drag Week.
Yeah, that's going on, and that's really an interesting deal. I like to watch Fagan. He's in Drag Week in that 55, and then there's a guy named Richard Guido in there with a 65 GTO that I kind of follow a little bit. He's from Canada and drives that car thousands of miles every year, and it runs.
That's tough for them to be able to do that, to drive them like they do, and then run them, and that's pretty impressive on those motors.
Yeah, I've been watching them all week. I mean, well, not all week. I've been watching them lose their trailers recently. A lot of them. They've been having a lot of trailer problems, like flipping them and everything.
Really?
Yep. Those little trailers that they rig up to put behind those drag cars.
Yeah, spare parts and stuff in.
Yeah, and they're having a lot of problem losing those.
Now, I'm not meaning to take away from the conversation or anything, but I've watched very little drag racing. But if you want to see some real entertainment, you need to go search Figure 8 school bus racing.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
Figure 8 racing, yeah.
And I was watching one of them, and the commentator says, "I think it should be illegal for them to use the brakes." And I'm like, "Yeah, why not? You know, that'd be really cool." Figure 8.
I've seen do it where they have two cars, and the person in the front has a motor, the motor, but has no brakes, and the person.
Go, Roger.
There you go.
He's gonna make it into a dragster now.
Farm Truck Fridays, y'all.
But the trucks, the guy in the back has the brakes in the car. The guy in the front has the motor, and they got chained with them hooked together. That's one of the races they do. You can look them up. I don't know what they call it, but yeah.
I think the other one, they do that at the same speedway that they video that Figure 8 school bus race at, but it's like the Great Trailer Race or something, and there's people that bring campers and trailers and boats and whatever's on a trailer fit for it. And by the time they get about halfway through that, the whole stinking track looks like it's shrapnel from a hurricane. I mean, it's a mess. And they're like trying to get one person to get around where they can see if he's the winner or not.
These mini chuck wagon races.
Really hilarious to watch, in my opinion.
Well, I'll get off here. I just want to talk to see if this worked and say hey to all y'all.
Hey, it's good to see you, Troy.
Thanks for coming
Y'all
up,
take care. I
Troy.
love all y'all.
Troy, circle back and stick
Hi,
around.
Troy.
Love you, man.
Take it
Okay.
easy. Be safe.
Thank you, Troy. The milk truck is cool too, Dale says.
Chris, that truck you've got reminded me so much of mine, probably because of the same color I had of that Ford that I had, and
Yeah, I like the dark green one.
Yeah. Mine had been wrecked before I got it, and so some of the decals and stuff was
That's a good body style.
Can you bigify that, Amy?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is cool.
Yeah.
That,
My oldest son was.
Can you tell us about that, Chris and Amy?
It's amazing, and I love it. That's
Well,
the
we know it's
highlight.
a Ford. We know it's a Ford.
That's what I know about. Yeah, it's a 94 Ford 1-ton. It's a single wheel 1-ton, not the dually, and it's got 7.3 power stroke turbo diesel in it.
It's got the old tough motor. That's the one there. It just keeps on ticking there.
Yeah, you can't hurt those things. They're bulletproof without having to bulletproof them. They're the polar opposite of the 6.0 power stroke.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't see Chris
Ford ever made.
I don't see Chris selling that to anyone. Sorry.
No. Dakota is delusional.
He hasn't he? Yeah. Well, let me tell you a little story about my old truck, and then I'm going to duck out because I had to be in the woods before 8 o'clock in the morning. When I had that pickup, I also had a 24x6 gooseneck stock trailer, and I did a lot of cattle hauling for people. And I went over and picked up my uncle's calf crop one year to take to the sale barn for him. And we get a couple miles away from his house and get on I-44 headed toward Joplin Stockyards. And my oldest son's with me. He's pretty young, and he liked to sit on the console that was between the front two seats. And he's sitting there, and he says, Dad, you're going by McDonald's. We've got to stop and get me some breakfast, Dad. And I'm like pulling this big trailer full of calves. And I'm like, okay. So I pull off there, and they have a big enough drive-through I could make it. Great big old 4-door pickup pulling a 24-foot stock trailer through the drive-through. And we ordered his whatever it was he had to have. And I pulled up, but I couldn't pull up all the way. And I heard out my window, can I take your order? Moo! and without breaking character, Scott, my 5-year-old maybe son, looks at me and he says, I think they ordered milk. Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me on your live. It's been a lot of fun. Hope I didn't gross you out, Amy.
Why, did you eat something on the bone in front of her?
No, they were just talking about.
I may have showed her the pork fat that came with my half a hog.
She almost got as green as my truck.
Oh, Amy. I'm gonna get some fried chicken for next Tuesday night.
Gross.
Gross? What do you mean gross?
Get her done.
That's the Baptist bird there. I mean, come on.
The Baptist.
It tastes totally different on the bone. It's way better on the bone.
Yes, it is. 100%.
Way better. It is. Totally different taste.
The bone is flavor.
And I'm a dark meat person.
I love barbecue chicken legs.
I like my white meat.
Sorry, I opened a can of worms. I can't get it back in.
Tony, Angie says Tony has a 1973 Mustang.
Yeah.
Can you show us a
Christopher has
picture
a
of it?
72. They should get together and make both of them run again.
Yeah.
See the one
Is that Tony? Is that like Eleanor? The Stang?
No, it's newer. It's several years newer, but
actually, the original Gone in 60 Seconds that was in 73.
Oh yeah, original, yes. The was what, an orange or a yellow car? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yep, that was the original Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yep.
Hey, y'all, been good. I'll see you later.
All right. Well,
Don't be stranger than me.
Good
Good night, y'all.
Good night, Minister Paul.
So,
That's so sweet to have him. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
A jovial heart. He really is.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Paul Case was. Me and Christine went to a tractor. What was that place? Red Power Roundup up in Nebraska. We went to Red Power Roundup. We met a family called the Witham Family Farm, and they are in Kansas.
Awesome.
And the Withams, when we were talking to them, they said, "Oh, you're from Oklahoma? Do you know Paul Case?"
Mm-hmm.
Paul Case Farms. He's got a little YouTube channel. I said, "No, I don't." I said, "Hang on, let me put that in my phone." So I put it in my phone, and that's how we found Paul Case Farms, is because we went to that Red Power Roundup thing. And he's found our community because I've been posting in his thing, and he came in, and here he is.
Right.
So
Here he is. Can one of my moderators drop Paul's link channel? And I'll drop it, or someone drop it in Amy's too, and so everyone has it.
Or did you have to boot him?
No, he did it.
Okay.
I heard you, Jan. You know I have something in the garage.
So, speaking of that, Tony, a couple of days, I think it was yesterday, I saw on Marketplace over here in Tahlequah that they had a 70 model Mach 1 for sale for $2,500.
And
Really? You got to be rotted out or something.
It didn't look too bad. But, I mean, for us, to try to totally switch gears and go to, working on Ford stuff, that's just.
Yeah, Angie's always after me about work and getting on the Mustang and getting going again, and that car does not need to be drag raced. It needs to be put back to original.
Mm-hmm.
When the Ranger, when it got wrecked, and I got it back from the frame shop, it's fixed, and I waited for like a month because I was seriously thinking about putting in my 5-liter, and the setup that I had in the Mountaineer that she drives now, I thought about putting it in the truck. I've got the cam, I got everything, I've got everything to make it, and I just said I ain't got time for all that right now. I don't know. I mean, there's so many times I want to do something, but I keep saying, "Where's my time?" And I just stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my blood to do it. Believe me, I'm drooling.
So do you know how to rebuild? You know how to do heavy equipment, Tony, right?
Oh yeah, that's been my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota, I wouldn't put an LS in anything. There's not a friggin' thing that I would even remotely want to put an LS in.
And that's what down here people just love them things. They're so stinking heavy. The block weighs a ton.
Hey, this is real quick. When I first met Angie, we were around 2000 time frame. She drove a Chevy. I hate Chevy. I told her Chevys are not allowed in my yard. I had another home in another town. When she came over, she used to park her car on the street. I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "You said Chevy's not allowed in my yard." In my yard. I was like, "I was just joking with you. You can park in the yard with
She parked across the street.
Yeah, she parked on the street. She wouldn't go in the driveway. That's just the way it is.
Yep, that is true, Dale.
And LS, what's wrong with an LS? LS is the 6.5 Creedmoor of engines. Reminds me of that joke, you know, two Indians, they find that they're walking along and they say, white man shoot deer right here. He'll live. Deer will live. How do you know? 6.5 Creedmoor casing in the snow.
Golly.
Yeah, it just killed me how heavy them blocks are. I just had to help Daddy move one day before yesterday, and that thing, I was like, my gosh, the block weighs about as much as a short block in most motors.
Wasn't a Pontiac a GM product, basically a Chevy, Mr. Johnny? No, it's a GM product, but it was built. You can use the distributor cap, and that's it. that's it. Everything else is different. So.
Hey, Dakota, that Godzilla motor is absolutely awesome. I mean, that is crazy, that motor. Angie, there's a joke to that, and yeah, you probably don't want to say that. Right. That 7.3's it's a crazy, it's amazing motor.
Yeah, that is
until the EP got a hold of it and killed it.
Oh yeah.
The original 7.3 is a nice motor. The new one is the same.
That Godzilla would walk circles around the original 7.3.
Are you talking about the new one that they
but the Godzilla, the one he's talking about now is a gas burner. The Godzilla
is
a gas burner.
Yeah.
The new diesel is a 6.7 you're talking about. That's the new diesels that Ford has, the 6.7.
Yeah.
Did y'all like Chris's truck? He showed you up there. He bigified. Chris's truck is getting her done.
7.3 goes. Well, basically a 7.3, isn't that like a 450? Basically like a 454.
Close to a 460, I think.
Ford 460, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ford was 460. Chevy was 454.
Right.
Or 427. You know, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Johnny, Dale says it's kind of like the 351, not all the same.
Right. Yeah. 351 Cleveland, 351 modified, 351 Windsor.
The Windsor's the worst motor there. Actually, the Windsor and modified are junk.
Yep.
Well, back that up. The Windsor, the modified is junk. The Windsor is great.
Yep.
The Clevelands are good. The Cleveland motors are good because with the Clevelands, you got smaller main journals. The problems with the Windsors and the modifieds is they run the 3-inch main journals on them. So it's hard to get oil without running some oil restrictors and stuff to get the oil to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Bill and Mickey need help reaching their 1K and watch hours too. And Joyful Jenny need help with reaching their 500 and watch hours too.
Who needs it for the 1,000 you said?
It is Bill and Mickey from Celebrating Farm Life.
Okay. Yeah, I watch some of theirs too. I try to make my rounds and watch some on everybody and comment.
Troy said his dad has a 68 Le Mans convertible. Do you have? Oh, I wish he had a picture of that. It sounds beautiful.
Yeah, there's actually an auction. I just saw it pop up on my Facebook. There's an auction that's going to be happening here in a couple of days. They've got a 69 GTO in it, along with a whole bunch of other old cars.
It would be bigger than a 460, Dale says, Johnny.
Yeah.
I never mentioned anything about it.
I think it's still behind a little bit.
Heather loves Mustang.
But you were talking about the 3-inch main on a 351 Windsor and a modified and stuff like that. See, that's what our small small journal motor, like my 535, it's actually a 3-inch main.
Yeah, but
And
you got probably got oil restrictors in it, don't you? To divert the oil to get it everywhere.
well, I mean, it's.
Or I guess you're
It's
running
got
high
a.
enough oil
It's
pressure.
got yes. It's got restricted lifter bores.
Yeah.
But the thing about the our big motor, which was the 455, it had a 3 1/4 inch main.
Yeah.
And one of the tricks that we used to do is we could take a 455 crank, turn it from a 3 1/4 down to a 3-inch main,
and run spacers
and run it in a 400 block and build a 455 out of a 400 block. And which made a better 455. Let's just put it that way.
On ours, we run the small journals. We run a 302 mains, which is a 2.5 inch main. We have basically a Windsor block, but both of them, they got the 302 mains, but the rod journals is Hyundai rod journals. It's like a 1.2 rod journals.
Yeah.
I mean, our crankshafts don't weigh but 32 pounds.
Yeah.
Is all the crankshafts weigh. But in ours, that's what it's about, is that getting that, that rotating mass down, get the RPMs up, because we chip ours. I got chips in my big motor. I had a chip in it at 8,700. My big motor, my little motor, I chipped it at 94.
Yeah.
So we twist them a lot more. I mean, you probably about 6,500.
No, like you can, whenever you watch my video, watch the tack.
Yeah.
I take it over 8,000 quite often.
Oh, well, you turning old big motor up then doing that.
Yeah, it actually, I think like the first pass that you're going to see in the car, whenever I was spinning a little bit on Friday, it's over 8,000. If you watch, I've got a short out there where I'm making a pass. Well, that doesn't show the deal because the short narrowed it down. But if you watch the actual video where I was getting ready for Arc City race, that one you can watch the tack and you can see how tight I take it.
You winded up pretty good, damn, that big motor for that.
Yeah, it's funny because like one of those cars that I was racing he made 1,200 horsepower on the engine dyno, and it's the white Tiger Firebird.
I know what you're talking about. The one that did wheelies.
Yep.
Wheelies.
And he ran, when me and him raced, he ran a 593 and I ran a 595. I beat him to the 60 foot. I beat him to the 330. And he beat me by about this much at the stripe with 1,200 horsepower to my 926 horsepower. And I was like, and this is where the dyno thing, I'm like,
Well, see, if his suspension wasn't set up to ride wheelies all the time, he'd be a little bit quicker. You lose so much energy riding a wheelie than going forward.
That's right.
And, and actually, the video I put out, I said, you don't win races doing wheelies.
Can one of my moderators drop Brian and Kathy's channel link in my chat so people have access to click on it? One of my mods.
I have no idea, Lorenzo, why YouTube recommended this live.
Because it's awesome.
Yes, because it's awesome. Hello. Welcome in, Lorenzo.
Welcome in, Lorenzo. Yeehaw. It sings, Johnny Dale says.
So, Roger, what is new on your end? Because you've been really loud tonight. So,
yeah, I like it. Opcon Homestead. OC 926 horsepower. C60LS can do that, Johnny. Yeah, He can do that a time or two.
Before you get an inspection hole.
Yeah, should get them good old inspection holes in them things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
If your wheels ain't something on the track, you can't get anything.
Jamie, you had asked. Yeah, you asked something about Roger, and he was questioning back.
Yeah.
Roger, have you done racing?
No. Only time I raced was once in high school in my '68 Dart, and I got beat by a Volkswagen with a Volkswagen Bug with a Porsche motor in the back of it.
What kind of motor was in that Volkswagen?
A Porsche. They had taken a motor out of a Porsche and put it in the back of a Volkswagen Beetle.
I thought you said Porsche. Yeah. Wow.
They do that with Subaru motors too.
Yeah.
Hills towed in the dark.
My dad had a inline 6, 3 on a tree, and I was curious to see what it would do, and I watched him go flying by me, and I said, "Oh, that's the end of my racing career." I've always driven little 4x4s. I had a little '91 Blazer, 4x10, got 2 different Jeeps. So I've never really. I'd get myself in trouble if I had a fast car. So.
Roger, tell us about what you do or about your channel, all that.
My channel's a little bit of everything. I started it back in 2017. I was building a little micro camper, like a little teardrop style size camper, and I put a bunch of videos out of building that, and then finished building it. Didn't really have much to do as far as video content, so I started doing videos of upgrading my Jeep, new bumpers, bigger wheels and tires, all that stuff. And then back in January, I closed on 10 acres, and so now my channel is going to be me building out my little slice of dirt. It's been a slow progress. I'm actually living in my little camper that I built now, and I've got a 38-foot school bus that I'm going to build out a little small room in to live in while I build a cabin. Eventually, I'll get animals and do all that, grow some of my own food. But so that's why my channel's just kind of all over the place. Whatever I'm doing at the time, what goes on there. I think my next video, I'm currently trying to fix an old Troy built zero turn, was given to me by my father after he upgraded. Deck's all rusted out, so I pulled the deck off, and I'm gonna work on trying to patch it up and put it back together and see if I can get it to work, so I can have something besides a weed eater to manage some of this property.
You would tape everything and put it out there.
Yeah, that's it's. I mean, whatever I'm doing at the time is what I'm filming, and
that's called being sovereign, Roger.
Yeah.
Congratulations and all that.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm just kind of being a fly on the wall, listening to all the fun stories that y'all are all telling, and always been kind of. YouTube is actually really, really hard for me to do. Because I've always been kind of reserved and quiet, and I'll walk into a room full of people and I'll sit in the corner and not say much and just listen until I start to get to know people, and I'm the loudest one in the room. So for me, it was really awkward for me to try to get on camera and film myself when there wasn't somebody there for me to talk to.
Yes, I understand. Yes.
It took me a while to get, and even now, I mean, after 5 years of doing it off and on, it's still like I just film everything, and then in editing I try to chop it up and make it sound halfway decent and look halfway decent. I do a lot of like time lapse with music so it won't be boring. But that's but I've been trying lately to post them a little more often, because sometimes I would go months without posting. It just doesn't.
That's tough in YouTube land.
And supposedly YouTube don't like that, I guess.
No,
What they
not at
say.
all.
They like
Not at all.
consistency.
Mm-hmm.
My
10
goal,
4 Dale. Thank you, Dale.
my goal now is to start trying to post at least once a week, and it's hard. I work full time. I work remote, but I work from 9 to 6, and then by the time I get off, I've only got, this time of year, I've only got about an hour until it gets dark, and I don't have a whole lot of lights out here, so there's not really much I can do after dark.
Right.
It gives me Saturday and Sunday to try to get as much done as I can, and that's when I'm here. I seem to be traveling a lot, so. But I try to find them a time to make time to, trying to get to know some of these other channels and get to know some of you guys. And Amy and Chris, I met them at BAMFest, and they, started following them, and that's what led me here to all of y'all. So it's been fun.
Well, I subscribe to you, and I will watch a couple of your videos here next tomorrow or next day or two. We'll go from there.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to everybody here. I mean, I really enjoy bringing it all in. There's a lot of y'all, and I love making my rounds. Just bear with me. I get to y'all's channels, but I know that everyone says you'll get to feel who is just a beautiful souls, and we have a wonderful community, as you see up here. Amy and Chris from Leonard Mountain Homestead, and they have Marissa, and they have Moses, and they have Faith, aka Grumpy, their channels. So if y'all moderators, I work tirelessly dropping links for all of our community. I help Jack Dyer in the morning on Tuesdays, really early when he's up for his Bible devotionals. I'm up with him, and a lot of other few community members are. But I really need to take a little rest from my fingers. If someone can drop Marissa plus one's link in Amy's chat and my chat and Trey's chat, Johnny's chat, so everyone has uh, her link, her channel link, and also
I'm not sure if I'm.
Faith, aka Grumpy. That's the other link that we need to drop. So it's Marissa with a little plus sign and then the number 1 on YouTube. And then it's Faith, aka Grumpy. That's the other channel we need to drop in chat because we want to help them grow too. Because we once were them, and they're gonna be happy and smiley and all that stuff that comes with it. So please drop their links. And Moses was at the races at Johnny's race with Amy. We saw Moses there. We got to meet Moses, and yeah. So thank y'all.
Yeah,
Well, y'all,
I'm hoping tomorrow.
It has been fun. It has been real fun. And I know Trey is going because he knows what I'm about to say. Tony, what were you gonna say?
Trey shaking his finger.
Stop. No, you're not going to stop now. But I'm going to bed. I got to go to bed
Yes,
too.
we've got to get to bed. Baby boy has an appointment tomorrow with physical therapy, so I got to get off and
Tony says
get to
time
bed.
out. What is it, Tony?
So.
He's ready.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Hi, y'all.
Next Tuesday, we'll see. Okay.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Chris. Everyone.
Good night, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning
Thank you. Many powerful blessings. Thank y'all. Circle back Tuesday. Good night, everyone. Roger, Amy, Chris, Trey, Tony, and Johnny, Dale. Thank y'all.